You're listening to the Earwax podcast.
So, we're calling this episode 0, the pilot episode of Earwax.
Welcome to Earwax.
Yeah, I'm Taylor.
I'm Ben.
I'm stepbro number 1 or 2,
Stepbro.
doesn't matter.
I get to be number 2? What the hell?
You're stepbrother number 1.
All right, that's right. I was the first stepbrother. Yeah.
You were my first stepbrother.
That's true. That's true. I guess we're both each other's first stepbrother.
That could always change. But,
Yeah. Yeah, welcome back.
yeah.
I guess. I don't know if anyone... Oh, this is episode 0. That's right. Behind the curtain, we'd already been practicing, but...
We got a little warm-up going.
That's right. That's all we needed.
I think this
I like it.
So, sucking on some lifesavers.
It would be orangey ginger. That's what it is. And it's for episode 0. That's what it is.
Yep, episode 0.
Mm-hmm.
Brought to you by Lifesavers.
Lifesavers, first sponsor of the show. Thanks,
Yeah.
Lifesavers, for reaching out. I think the Wrigley Company. Actually, I have no
Cool.
idea. Isn't that weird when you find out like different companies own like entire, like PepsiCo owns everything?
Yeah.
So I said the
Unilever.
Wrigley Company, but I think they just do gum. But Wrigley, all the executives of Wrigley that are listening, I will take a sponsorship from Wrigley.
I would love a sponsorship.
Not Taylor, just me. I'm the golden, I'm the moneymaker here.
It's the only one that gets a sponsorship.
Yeah. This half of the screen is presented by Wrigley Chewing Gum. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
That's a great movie.
I love that movie. I rewatched it
Yeah.
like a month ago. I don't know. Do you have YouTube Premium or no?
No, I don't.
I don't know if it's like this for regular YouTube, but when I'm scrolling YouTube, every now and then it'll just be like, here's this movie that's here for free. And it's just like the entire movie, no commercials.
And you
It is-
you can't skip it. It's like you gotta watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Like when
Yeah.
I see that, I'm like, I'll be scrolling. And I'm like, ooh, for perfect example, Talladega Nights. And I literally clicked on it because I was like, all right, I'll watch that opening. And then turned into like 2 hours later. Oh, I've been watching Talladega Nights this entire time.
I'm sipping my cappuccino,
Yeah.
whatever he says.
And then the whole crepe. A crepe? Is that like
Crepe?
a really thin pancake?
Oh yeah, well
This whole
we
podcast could literally just be us quoting movies for like an hour and a half.
from Will Ferrell.
Yeah. Yeah, that alone would fill some time.
Have you seen his doppelganger?
Will Ferrell's doppelganger?
Yeah.
No.
All right, let me Google this.
Is this like this is like a guy that's famous for looking like Will Ferrell?
This
Okay.
will blow your mind.
God damn, dude. The internet, you could get famous for literally anything now.
You can.
Yeah. Like the Earwax podcast.
But this guy is actually Chad Smith.
Chad Smith is his name? That sounds like a name I would like give to a cop
And
if I was... What's your name? Chad Smith?
he's in a band.
The Will Ferrell lookalike is in a band.
Yeah.
Looking like Will Ferrell in a
Yep.
band.
But unintentional. Like they just have the same genes.
Interesting.
So the band is, I'm forgetting. Not really. It's actually the Red Hot Chili Peppers drummer. So,
Oh, that's his name, Chad Smith?
yeah. All right. So I'll share my screen here.
Oh, I forgot you could do that. I was literally about to open a tab and try to find where you were at.
So,
Man, the perks of having a podcast partner that is tech savvy,
let me make-
unbeatable.
Sorry, I got some bad tabs opened up.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. All right, cool.
You ever do that when you screenshot and you're making shit crop? I love the crop and then just,
Yep.
oh my God.
So,
What? That is insane.
yeah.
Wow.
You
That
can
is
just
like
look at these.
1-to-1.
I'm too zoomed in.
It
But-
literally, Chad Smith literally looks like if Will Ferrell was just like a rock star, like drinking and doing drugs all the time.
Pretty much.
Wow, that is hilarious.
But there's like videos of people saying, "Hey, Will," and they're like, the guy's like, "Actually, I'm Chad," which sounds fake.
That's so funny.
But I
yeah,
mean,
what a coincidence. Also, if like you could look like anyone, and you look like Will Ferrell of all people. You know, it's like I can be doppelgangers with Brad Pitt. Not saying Will Ferrell's not handsome, but
still,
yeah,
they even like, I think they wear jeans pretty often, so they look alike too.
yeah, I'm sure. Like, especially, and like if they're in LA or whatever, you're just if you're in LA, you're not gonna think, oh,
Chad
that's Red
Smith.
Hot Chili Peppers drummer. No, you'd be like, that's Will Ferrell. That's so funny.
The great Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Doppelgangers are weird because, like, you ever think who's out there that looks just like me?
Yep.
That I have no idea. I mean, besides Brad Pitt, obviously, but
Young me, somebody told me I looked like young Eli Manning.
oh, really? Okay, yes. You got a screen share, a little young baby Eli Manning. I thought you were going with like, what's his name? Opie from Opie and Anthony.
That was even before
You
Eli
look
Manning.
like a young Ron Howard was all I heard growing up,
Little Ronnie.
and now you're kind of like a Ron Howard.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
young-
could see this. You have a goofy ass smile.
Yep. Can't smile worth a damn.
Yeah.
It's a shitty.
Yeah. Wow. That actually, that looks a lot like young Taylor.
Now you'll never guess where I received this news.
Oh,
I was
don't
at
know.
a Spirit Halloween store, and the manager was like, "Man, you look like Eli Manning."
But that is so funny.
And
Yeah,
me not being
that looks a
sports guy.
lot like you.
Yeah. I was like,
I'm
"Hold on,
never
let me
gonna look at Eli
look-
the same.
look this up." So
That's so funny.
that was before I was, chunky.
Nah, dude. Eli. I don't know.
But
That's so funny though.
I don't know who you look like.
Do you remember? I have no idea. I'm a one of one. That's what it is.
You
You
need
can only make perfect ones. Do you remember April, the lady with the antique shop?
Yeah.
Remember her husband? Did you ever meet her husband?
I don't think so.
I don't know if you've ever actually. Maybe
I've
Chase pointed this out.
I met April, but I don't remember.
Her husband looks exactly like Dale Earnhardt Jr.
And
It's
nice.
just like 1-to-1. He came in rocking shades, and I was like, "Fuck, Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s in the store.
What's he doing in High Springs?
He's getting antiques in High Springs, Florida."
Actually, in Tallahassee, there's Dale Earnhardt Jr. Chevrolet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which
Damn.
most random places ever.
Dude, that would be if I was like rich, had money from fame and shit. I would be buying so many businesses,
Yeah,
and just
Like
for like the
Shaq?
simple fact that I would just love to be able to be like walk in and be like, "Oh, I'm the owner," so I can just go wherever. I'd buy a movie theater and just call up, be like, "Yo, manager, that I'm paying like $200,000 a year to be the manager of this place. Open it up for me. Can I get The Godfather showing at about 3 a.m.?"
actually, can you hook up my PSP?
My PSP of all things. That's what a bull.
Could you even hook those up to HDMI or anything?
I don't think so.
Huh.
That was like one of the first handheld devices that you could hook up to the internet, which was a game changer as an 11-year-old.
Yeah, except porn wouldn't play; it would just want to play.
That is
videos.
true. Well, I would thumbnail anyway.
Yeah, thumbnails works at
I would
that age.
at that age, just thumbnails all day.
But one would get you, and you'd want to watch it, and then it would never load.
Always. I mean, we're having the porn crisis down here in Florida.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't know if you've tried to visit Pornhub lately.
Actually, I have something to show you.
Is it
Actually,
coming
not-
back? Is that being saved like TikTok was?
Maybe everyone just NSFW. Are you ready for it, Ben?
Okay, yeah. We'll blur it when we put it on.
Did you hear that?
You did? Oh my god! Wait, one more time. Hold on.
All right. I think I crank it. This might be a little loud.
I forgot about the guy too. That's a bad
Yeah.
motherfucker, isn't it?
Bad mother. I've always said that's
Oh
a bad
my God.
motherfucker. Isn't it? Whenever I
Oh.
see something like,
That is so funny, dude. That has been, speaking of earwax, that has been stuck in my ears for like 15 years now.
at least.
Like that was when I had first moved in. It was that and Dino Toe where like you and Luke Briggs showed me both of those, and I was just I was the youngest of two girls and a single mom.
Yeah.
So I was very like effeminate when I
welcome.
moved in. Like I learned so much in a single summer living with a brother for the first time.
Now, that's true. We did. We probably did. You got initiated, but
Yeah.
Dino Toe is not. I don't even. That's not even the name. That's just what we called it.
That's I have no idea how we would even find that.
Basically, a dude, a bald guy, puts his head in a vajayjay.
In a vajay. He
Like, up
it's
to the
reverse
neck.
birth is what it is.
Yeah,
And picture
opposite of
birth.
crowning.
Yeah. Yeah. You're booting
What?
or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah.
He's-
And like even thinking back, I'm like that was like a prosthetic, right?
Probably haven't.
Because no way.
I haven't seen that.
I've seen a lot of crazy
That's
shit, but I
cool.
don't think you could reverse birth a 40-year-old bald man.
No, I think his head was bigger than my head.
Yeah, and that's hard to do.
Yeah,
Taylor, I'm shocked you were able to buy that hat anywhere.
that's the Richardson hat.
Oh,
Which
is it
is-
on the last button?
Yeah, pretty much. My hair's a little long right now. Yeah, I'm on
Nice.
3 buttons, which is not bad.
Nice. That is a
Pretty
nice
good.
hat, though. What does it say?
It's a little Sasquatch.
Oh, that's awesome. I like that a lot.
It's from the Appalachians.
Hell yeah. You're saying it. You're pronouncing it correctly, apparently.
Appalachia.
Appalachia.
There's a cool little building, like a little shop up in North Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Springer Mountain by Blood Mountain, so it's pretty cool. The
Yes, that mountain.
the Appalachian Trail goes through it,
Okay.
and it's actually the only building where the trail actually goes through the building.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and it's really cool because to get up there, you have to take all the mountain roads, and it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
windy. And North Georgia has a pretty good car scene. So,
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so-
windy roads. Everyone's
Yep.
going to want to take their cars there.
so you're in the middle of nowhere, and you come around this turn, you see this really cool old building with this overlook, and there's usually some pretty sweet cars in there. But the place is called Mountain Crossings,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically like an outdoor shop. Like,
Oh, that's
with
cool.
nothing around it, but I
They
was
got a-
in there
Bass Pro Shop on a mountain, dude.
pretty much small scale.
That's
But
awesome.
we were there, and we pulled in, and a McLaren pulled in from one side that was like baby blue.
Oh,
Then another McLaren that was black pulled in from the other side, and they parked right next to each other, got out, and they were laughing. They didn't know
Holy
each
shit.
other.
dude,
it was
what are
just
the
like-
odds of
Yeah.
that?
So they were just giggling that they both had the same model, same year, different
That's
colors.
insane, dude. That's like literally that will only ever happen one time ever.
Yep.
Like,
So,
that's so crazy. Baby blue is like the color to get a sports car into.
yeah.
God.
But,
And I say that
yeah.
as someone with a red sports car, but that cotton candy blue. Yeah, who the fuck? Also, I'm confused too. When you say the trail goes through the building,
Yeah.
is the
so-
building open all the time then?
So it's like a little, like a crosswalk, like a breezeway that goes to like the shelter where people can stay at that are hiking.
Oh, I see.
So,
Okay.
apparently it's iconic to get like a pizza when you get there and microwave it and eat it.
Wait, they sell microwavable pizza
Yeah,
there?
yeah. So they're, because people that are hiking the Appalachian Trail are doing the whole, they're not
Oh,
doing the
yeah.
whole thing, but a lot of them are. So it's just past the start of the Appalachian Trail, like probably 30 miles towards past the start.
Okay.
So it's a tradition that when you get there, it's usually later in the day,
Yeah.
and you go into the little store and they sell food, but you get your Jack's pizza and then you microwave
Ooh,
eat it. Which,
interesting. And I mean, I guess if you've been on the trail eating, dehydrated, like curry
Nut
or whatever
butters.
you're eating.
but yeah, apparently that's like the thing that people get.
Interesting. Dude, I would love to go hiking. I don't know about the Appalachian Trail,
There's
but
there's day hikes up there, like a couple
That
mile
would be
round
fun.
trip.
yeah, that
So-
would be tight. Also, how does that work? Because you know how like parks and shit. I was at the park today or Sunday playing
Yeah.
frisbee golf.
Nice.
By myself, and I couldn't even figure out where all the courses were, so I just made my own little.
Yep.
But they had like the sign that was like sun up to sundown, which is like every park, and like the little state park that's right up the road from me. Same rules.
Huh.
How does that work with like the Appalachian Trail? Because people have got to be out there at night.
Yeah, well, I mean they're out there for their whole hike,
Yeah.
but there's shelters, there's camps along the way.
Okay.
So there's sometimes in the rural sections,
Mhm.
there's like little huts that you stay in, or like
Oh, okay.
there's like little stone houses that people have built, and you never know who's going to
Yeah.
be there. But usually there's multiple people that sleep in it.
Oh, that'd
So
be kind of fun. It's like a little, show up to a hostel or whatever.
yep, and then there's also like platforms where they can pitch their tent. So
Oh, that's cool.
but
I think I'm
Right.
underestimating the size of it too. As I was like, right after I said it, I was like, wait, but I mean, it's not like it's just a park.
no,
It's a gigantic trail.
Georgia to Maine.
That's insane.
So
That rhymed.
yeah, but we usually go up there for spring break time, which is like March, and there's a lot of people that are starting.
Oh,
trail.
okay.
So as the weather gets nicer throughout the season, like it warms up, the farther north they go.
Oh, that's smart.
So, but yeah.
Damn, that's so cool. That's got to take like a hot second, though, right?
Oh yeah, the record is actually, well, I think it was just set pretty recently.
For like someone doing it the fastest, they raced
yeah.
it.
Yep. September 21st, 2024.
Wait, can I guess how long it takes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess. You said from Georgia to Maine.
Georgia to Maine,
Walking.
walking on foot.
That's got to be like 4 months, dude.
It's how many miles? Do you know how many miles it is?
865.
Times 2.5.
What?
It's 2,189 miles.
Oh my god.
And the record was it set by a girl or a guy?
I'm gonna go guy because I'm sexist.
Yep. So it was actually Tara or Tara, one of those names, Dower. And she destroyed the Appalachian Trail speed record by doing it in a whopping 40 days and 18 hours and 6 minutes.
40 days?
She beat it by 13 hours, the previous record.
Oh my god. What was she sprinting the entire time? How does that even work? She force gumped it?
I mean, imagine her average mileage, it says here, was 56.4 miles per day.
Oh my god.
Which is equivalent to running 2 marathons a day.
Jesus. I don't drive that much in a day.
No, that's a lot. Now, if you know anything, most people get a trail name whenever they're on the Appalachian Trail.
No.
And hers was Chump Change.
Chump Change.
Chump Change.
That's a good one. That's cool. They got like prison names?
Yeah, all the people up there, like even the Whitewater Raptors get their own names.
Really?
So, we have a friend. He has a cabin. Cool old guy. I think he just turned 70. But his trail name up there is Krusty.
Krusty. That's awesome.
So.
Dan, do you have a trail name? What's yours? Firecrotch?
Probably. Yeah, not a bad one.
That's a good one.
I think it would be Red Bush.
Red Bush. Yeah, that's a little more subtle.
Yeah.
I'm Red Bush because, you know, and then you have like some bullshit story about it.
That's a bad
And I whip it out.
You want to see why?
Throw out my fupa fro.
Your fupa pro. That's great.
My pussy real sensitive.
Red Bush.
That's a
Damn,
bad
dude.
motherfucker.
All right, so
What if it turned out that girl's story was like, remember that marathon runner that like turns out she got on the subway or whatever?
and cheated.
Yeah. What if that was Thunder, whatever her name was?
Thunder Coochie.
What was her name?
I don't know.
Shit, it's already out of my head.
Google it.
Damn, I want a cool trail name. I'd be Benny the Bear.
Could be Big Bear.
Big Bear. Ooh, Big Bear.
Big Bear.
Big Bear. I'd be Benjamin Mountain.
Bear.
It's like the least creative one.
Captain Ben.
Everyone's got these cool ones. I'm like, I'm Benjamin L.R. Mountain. Because I got two middle names. I'm cool like that.
I'm Benjalachen.
Benjalacha.
Benjalachen.
Benjalacha.
Like this trail.
Benjalacha coming at you.
There you
That's
go.
what I would say every time I came up on someone walking the other way.
On your left.
Hey, Benjalacha, coming at you.
Benjalacha. Don't get to come shalada at you.
Yeah. Pardon.
Do
I'm just up in trees, just
you think
making them
people
rain.
jerk off when they're hiking the Appalachian Trail?
I'm sure. I think people jerk off at every, like, think of
Every
something,
chance.
someone's jerked off there.
Probably. I'd be shooting loads off mountaintops.
Dude, I think about, because I read a lot of these, like, thief books. It's like all these novels about, like, a thief, but it's all back in, like, the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
And it's always like, oh, there's a security night watchman. And not once in one of these stories is one of them jerking off. And I'm like, I bet you, like, 55% of all night security watchmen back in the days when there was no cameras, and they knew, like, it's 3 a.m. and I'm fucking watching this museum. I'm going to go crank one out.
That's what they feel like.
That's exactly what they're saying. They're walking around like the Smithsonian going, well, that statue over there of whatever. Lewis and Clark, and then the lady. Who's the lady? I don't know. Thank you. It's so good. Dude, having drops, I love that. I hope we just we build up a library of drops, because
I can get a library going. I've only had one drop.
there's so many good ones. That's the perfect one.
The Appalachian Trail sounds like fun.
That does sound like fun.
A lot of people do like day hikes, so they'll start somewhere, finish, or they'll do
that makes sense.
Ones, but they do it like over a period of time. So
okay. Because how the fuck do you get back to like your car? Unless,
I have the answer for that one.
Oh, okay.
I learned this from my friend Krusty.
Shout out Krusty.
Think about that. Like they're whitewater rafting, but they don't have guides. It's just them and their friends. So they set up what they call a shuttle. So they'll drive to wherever they're going to take out or wherever they're going to finish the hike. Drop off a car there, and then they all haul ass back to where they're going to start.
Oh.
They can hike to the car they parked there, get in that one, go get their car.
That's smart. That's how they do it with like the rivers. You know, when you do river floats down here?
Yep.
They'll do the same thing.
So that
makes sense.
Shuttle.
But shuttling.
Yeah.
Shuttlecock.
Good game.
Weird nickname for badminton.
Yeah.
Actually, I think badminton is the nickname for shuttlecock. No. I don't know.
Grandma
you want to go out back and play shuttlecock? If you said that to a kid today, you'd get like, me too.
Grandpa shuttlecock.
He said shuttlecock to me. Oh, shit.
Doing
Sorry.
what?
Oh, my God. Sorry if you're hearing that beeping. My dryer went off, and that thing will go for like 10 minutes. Meanwhile, the washing machine, which I need to be alerted about, will beep like beep. And then I will completely forget about it for the entire night. I'll wake up at like 2 a.m. going, shit. I have like wet clothes just sitting there.
That sucks.
It's the worst.
Hey, at least they're starting to do the 2-in-1s now, so you can just hit one button. It'll wash.
Yeah, that makes sense. I had the genius idea of it like 15 years ago. All you got to do is just stack them on top of each other.
Yeah.
Once the washer is done, the thing slides open, drops into the dryer starts.
Oops, but they one-upped it.
Yeah.
Now it's just one unit. It's just one thing.
Man, I missed my calling because I would have had a solid like 15 years there of
innovation.
Dryers. Still, I would have like 15 years there of making money before they went to the all-in-one.
Yeah.
Always come up with these ideas too late.
I think, actually, I guess they finally created these, but I always thought transition contact lenses.
Oh, really?
Cool. Yeah.
That sounds like a cool idea.
But, like, imagine you walk outside and, like, somebody who doesn't know you have them in sees your eyes turning black.
Oh, my God. They'd be like, I saw a guy turn into a demon.
Yeah, I witnessed it.
Dude. But that's me when I walk past, like, any sort of, like, food shop and I see something in the window. My eyes go, I get shark eyes, dude.
Just gonna walk in there and eat it.
Wait, so that's not a thing? Transition contact lenses?
No, that they're out now, like a couple years.
Are a thing. Yep. Yeah, that's a great idea. I don't know why that. Chase needs those.
Yeah,
he's got like the most. He has very blue eyes, so they're very sensitive, and he's constantly just miserable. I'm like, not me, dude. My eyes are half closed all the time anyway. Yeah, I always look like my eyes are closed.
I always have sunglasses.
Yeah,
or a hat.
Well, the sunglasses are SPF like 15 around this area.
Yeah,
so that helps.
It keeps you looking young.
Yeah. I was thinking when we were talking about trees in the Everglades, Appalachia. It's not Everglades. That's where we're from.
We're close.
Talking about making it rain off of those. It reminded me of Cammy when you guys were peeing at that tree.
Oh man!
And he was just walking by.
Old neighbor.
Cammy was. Shout out Cammy. I loved Cammy. He was so nice.
He's a good guy. He's still out there.
He is still out there. But man, he got so much shit from us. Like, he was just always, he was that friend that was just down for whatever. Yeah, I'm here. And you knew, like, Cammy's always coming back.
What's the guy from 30 Rock who's always happy?
Oh, yeah. The Jack Brayer's character.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was very much... hey you guys, just the most happy-go-lucky dude.
He was not as cheerful, but always Always came back with an attitude, a good attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of like the barn staples because he lived where the barn was at our house.
Yep.
You go through a trail that was, I don't know, how long was that trail? Like 100 yards?
Yeah, probably.
Like
Through
a
the
football
woods.
field?
Yep.
Through the woods, and then you come out of a pine tree section of woods behind.
You gotta crawl under a broken fence.
Oh, yes, there was a fence that was kicked down or something.
Yep.
And you'd come out behind. Was that that was our same neighborhood, right? It was
It was it was like another area.
just a different area of the neighborhood. Yeah.
But you
And
pop out behind his house.
You would pop out in the backyard of Cammy's house, which is so funny to think about. Like, we would just use his trampoline all the time. He had a trampoline, and our dad obviously wouldn't let us get a trampoline.
Nope. Not when you're a neurologist.
No. Yeah. Every time I'd be like, hey, Jimmy, can we get a trampoline this summer? And he's like, do you want a wheelchair too? Like, oh, never mind.
Next. We had a diving board though, which
We did have a diving board.
boards make more spinal cord injuries than trampolines.
And especially the diving board with like our specific pool design where it had that slant down into the deep end.
Yeah, like a shelf almost.
Yeah, so like your diving board's here, you're jumping off, but you're jumping into water where it's, when you dive, your head would just, if you didn't like stop yourself. Yeah, good old Cammy though, during that. And going to that trail at night was low-key terrifying.
It was.
Because it was so dark. Yeah. So dark, and then just like there were jutting out trails that would just go down dark little paths, but you couldn't really see.
Yeah.
That was so scary.
Honestly, that made me very comfortable. Very fond memories, but very comfortable in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, where we live now, I go on. I still do my 3-mile walks, and there's a section that goes deeper into our neighborhood that goes behind a bunch of houses.
Yeah.
It's about a half a mile long, but I've been doing that at night with my headlamp, and I'm thinking like I'm probably freaking people out.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
So I made it worse, and I turned off the headlamp, and it's pitch black, and I'm just walking.
Oh, dude, I would do that. I even, when I do my walks around here, because I live, like, Taylor lives in Gainesville, which is a little more, like, spread out.
Yeah.
Wooded. Yeah, and I
Not as
live,
urban.
no, I live, like, north side of Tampa. So, like, right next to downtown, and it's just streets and, like, street lights everywhere, so I don't get, like, much nature. The most I get is a patch of trees behind the gas station that I walk to.
Is that where you pee when you're walking?
Always, every time. Yep, you know it.
Yeah.
It's where I pee. It's where I, like, stop to reorganize my bag and shit. But I'm always waiting on the night that, like, a homeless dude's gonna jump me in there.
Or just give you a handy.
Or jump my bones, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't got no teeth.
No, God, a gum job behind the 7-Eleven? Yes,
Little
please. And a whole gummy.
There's still a little root hanging on. A sharp edge.
Well, we were even talking the other... Oh, Jesus. It just clicks what you said. The mental image of that is traumatizing.
Ugh.
We were talking the other day about, like, wanting to go camping, but wanting to actually hike somewhere, find a spot. Okay, yeah, this is where we'll camp. We'll clear out a spot, like,
Yep.
do a little foot rake in. If we got to, like, saw down a little dead tree, yeah, that's fine.
Take my hammock.
Yeah, that would be great. And build your own fire.
Yep.
But I think it's because we did that, like, all growing up in the woods back there. So, everyone else asks, what about bears or snakes? I'm like,
when's the last time somebody got killed by a bear?
yeah. We look at
In
it.
Florida.
Like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Snakes, yeah, you can get bit by a poisonous snake. That happens every day around here. But I don't know. It's like, okay, well, I'll come to that problem when I come to it.
Right.
But until then, I'm just going to enjoy the woods. People have been out there for, thousands of years.
Yep. All right, so here it says in the last decade, there have been about 14 incidents where a bear injured a person in Florida.
In Florida? 14? That's it?
Yeah, in 10 years.
Damn. We got some soft-ass bears down here.
No record of a human being killed by a bear in Florida. So
wow. You
Not
still on
bad.
Google? Look up snake-related incidents in Florida.
Has a snake killed a human?
Because, yeah, snake-related deaths.
This guy, what the hell? All right, here's a list of fatal snake bites in the United States.
In the whole U.S., okay.
All right, so eastern coral snake, June 10th, 2006. This guy's name. Am I reading this correctly?
It's just so specific.
Ents Enocin. Oh my God.
I'm sure you're pronouncing that just
Yep.
spot on.
It's
Are you from the same? You from the same motherland?
I think so. And I'm gonna put this in the chat so you can.
Okay.
Ben's
Dude, I
gonna
got
read
this.
Then I'll tell you the stats
I'm gonna read this thing first try. Hold on.
coming through studio chat. The last name's easy. Fernandez.
Inocencio Hernandez.
Thank you, Google.
That's it. That was the name.
Inocencio. But
Inocencio. That was
first
good.
person to die in the United States from a fatal coral snake bite. It was in 1967 in Bonita Springs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, why is that listed as 2006 when it says 1967?
Time travel.
And Putnam County, the fire marshal, I guess he went to help a neighbor who had spotted a rattlesnake while mowing his grass. He shot at the snake, it went under a shed, and then Gildery was bitten when he reached for it.
Oh no. Why
Oh.
would you reach for it?
It's a rattlesnake.
No, yeah, what are you doing? I mean, I guess also, what was his title? He was the fire chief or whatever.
Yeah. Fire
And that-
marshal.
Fire marshal. I bet you he was thinking, well, they're gonna call me to come get this thing.
They're gonna try.
Yeah. I was talking to the park rangers. They come into the bank all the time to make deposits for the park.
Yep.
And I was thinking, man, that's got to be such a chill job because you just go and like clean up parks, walk the trails, make sure they're good.
Yep.
But
Sounds like
it does sound like a lot of fun. It'd be like the perfect retirement gig.
Yeah.
But the guy was like, yeah, no, and then we get called a lot for like snakes. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like there's schools around us, so every time there's like a snake in the school, they call us.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? I thought that was its own gig.
Nope.
Which I
Somebody
guess it
comes and
is.
does it.
But my God. Oh, what
All
an
right.
awful job.
I surfed a little bit longer and I found something I did not expect to find.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Snake
we're
porn.
heading over to Jensen, Kentucky.
Okay.
A preacher from Stony Fork. Weird. His name was Brock. He was bitten in the left arm during a religious service at the Mozzie Simpson Pentecostal Church.
Oh, was he one of these snake pastors?
Yeah.
Wow.
He refused treatment, and he died in his brother's home.
Oh my God, dude! I think I watched Did you ever watch Channel
Was this
5?
twice? No.
Channel 5. He's like a guy that goes around to like all these events and interviews like crazy people.
Yep.
But he just made like a 20-minute documentary on those snake churches.
I might have seen that.
It was, dude, and like he was talking to a guy whose brother got bit by a snake, and they were like, "You want us to call an ambulance?" He's like, "Nah, it's how God meant it to be."
Yeah.
And it's
It
like,
was-
yeah, dude, you have fucking poisonous snakes on your body, though.
What do you expect?
Like, that's not any divine, like, oh, no. If you were meant to be bit by a poisonous snake, you'd be like stepping over a log.
Not
And
playing with it at church.
Yeah, kicked you in the ankle. Yeah, he said his dad, because this guy's dad, his brother died from it, and his
Yep.
dad also died from it. His dad was a snake pastor who died from getting bit by a venomous snake.
That's incredible.
And he says, I know I'm going to die that way too one day. But his dad died because he had a bunch of them draped over him. And
Yeah.
he went to like pull them down like they were suspenders. And one of them got like pissed off and bit him.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. It's just,
Some deaths you don't feel bad about.
now you're like, man, you put yourself right in that position.
It was deserved.
Wait, how many snake bite deaths have there been in Florida though? That's how we got on the Googling for that.
Yeah, it didn't.
There's just, I'm sure there's no number.
It didn't say. Let's see.
Infinite. Or even per year. I would take per year stat. Has there been 10 bear attacks in like a decade?
Yeah, it doesn't say. Let's see. How many snake-related deaths in Florida?
We had to, at the bank once, I keep almost saying the bank's name. We had to call
That bank.
the,
Smart bank.
no, what's it called? The people that come and get like exterminators, I guess.
Yeah, exterminators.
Yeah. We had to call one of those guys out because we had a cottonmouth in our drive-through tube.
Huh.
It like somehow had gotten into the business lane, which is like a heavy-duty tube.
Yep.
that drive-through tube, and then just like coiled up. And literally the first customer of the day, obviously, like it opened and they were like, they hit the little bell and it was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. And apparently they said like, hey, there's a fucking snake in the tube.
Jeez.
And I think it might be a poisonous one. And then we called out the guy, and sure enough, he was like, yeah, you guys had like one of the most poisonous snakes in like America in your drive-through tube. And it was like that big, but fat,
so thick.
Oh, so gross.
So if you got bit, would that be workers' comp?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. No, actually, no, in that company, no, it would not be.
Yeah.
They'd say, actually, you were outside, so you were technically in a customer-facing position, which makes us not liable.
It's not our responsibility.
Ugh. Dude,
I have
snakes.
found how many snake bites per year.
Okay, I'll take that.
Do you want to guess the top 3 states with the most?
Top 3 states of snakes?
Yep.
I'm going to say Florida.
Nope.
And I'm going to say Florida's not on there?
Nope.
It's because we know how to handle our snakes.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Let's do Kentucky.
Nope.
Mississippi.
Nope.
Alabama. I'm thinking Southern.
Southern, yeah, but keep going west.
Let's see. Louisiana.
Mm-mm.
West
Alexis
Virginia?
is from Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, that's number
Sorry.
one.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay. That makes sense. I guess rattlesnakes and shit.
Yeah. Number 2, North Carolina.
North Kakalaki.
And
Okay, a lot of
number
woods out there.
3, Georgia.
Georgia.
And finally, number 4, Florida.
Florida's 4.
Yeah.
I would have,
But-
I don't know.
Now I'll start with snake bites per year in Florida at 350.
350.
Georgia's at 530.
Damn.
North Carolina is 856.
Okay.
And Texas is 1,408 snake bites.
Ooh, you dumbass Texans. What are you doing playing with all these snakes?
Idiots.
That's crazy to me.
And these stats come from World Population Review.
That's another sponsor, by the way, World Population Review. Sign up today for 10% off your first 6 months.
WPI.
Wow. I mean, it's one of those numbers, too, where, like, it sounds high and low at the same time.
Yeah.
It sounds like, dang, okay. For the population, the amount of people.
Yep.
Because that's also weird. I don't know how many people are in North Carolina, but I feel like Florida has a bigger population, maybe?
Right.
I don't know.
But
I feel like the population would kind of like, oh, more population, more snake bites.
it tracks.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know, though. Texas, I guess desert. And, like,
Yeah. Cowboys.
yeah. And I know, which I understand that's not all of Texas, but that's a lot of Texas.
Texas Roadhouse does have snake bites on the menu.
Snake bites. Wow. Okay, that's
I don't
fun.
know.
How I've
Is that
never
anything?
like
Snake bites? No, mosquito bites.
mosquito bites. Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, that girl, she's flat as his back. She got a couple of mosquito bites.
Mosquitoes. Pancakes.
And now it's sad because I have like bigger tits than someone would make fun of for that joke.
You got cleavage.
I can't even get like I wish I could get flat chested jokes.
Instead, you get titty fucked. But
yeah,
I called you for a titty fuck. That's a great song.
my titty's real sensitive right now.
My titty.
My pussy real sensitive right now. My pussy real sensitive.
That's our outro every time.
My
That's what
pussy.
how we beep things. Bleep. It's just that. If I accidentally say like a name that I don't want to say.
Like bleep bleep.
Yep. Our old friend Bleep Bleep.
Bleep bleep. Talking
Bleep
about
Bleep Johnson. He got bit by a snake in North Carolina.
Honest
Rest in
bleep bleep.
peace. Yep. Honest Bleep Bleep.
All right. I had an interesting discovery this week.
What was it?
Boomerangs.
Oh, I saw this text or this
Yeah.
notes. Boomerangs.
Yeah.
I saw a little short the other day. Sorry, go ahead.
I saw that too. Now, when you think of boomerangs, I think of like an L,
Mm-hmm.
but apparently there's like, 6 different ones?
Yeah, I think of like the one Rosh gave us from Australia.
Oh, yeah.
I still have that. It's sitting in my my room at mom's house.
Did we ever throw those?
Never tested it though. Now I really want to actually.
Yeah, if you're a boomerang company, we'd love to have you.
I'll take, dude. I think we got to start our own, dude. Benny's
I know.
boomerangs and Taylor's tossabouts.
Toss them out. I don't
Dude,
even know.
That blew my mind too. At least, so I saw one video about boomerangs that was, it was just a guy that was like, "Hey, I'm trying to make different styles of boomerangs. Here's one that looks like a batarang or whatever."
Yeah.
And he throws it, and it actually, like, he actually catches it. I just never assumed that was a thing. I thought that was only cartoons.
No. Now, you know they're actually used to hunt?
Yeah, I saw that. What are you hunting with that, though?
I don't know, but, like, if you miss, it comes back. But if you hit it, success, you don't get it back.
Yeah. Also, you got to really fucking hit that thing.
Yeah.
Because they're not sharp, right? They're just...
No, I think it's the speed.
Yeah, so you're just hoping you dome like a squirrel?
Yep.
Or a bird, maybe? Would you hunt birds with that? It's in the sky?
I don't know. Let's see.
That would actually kind of make more sense. I would yeet one of those at a bird.
They,
especially when they're first taking off and they're kind of slower. Like, if you scare them, you could just... Oh,
you could catch them.
damn. Is it illegal to just kill birds?
With boomerangs? Do people still boomerang hunt?
Because, like, yeah, I guess if you're out there, I get you wouldn't want to be in, like, the park with a fucking shotgun.
Like, drones are illegal, but boomerangs?
But, like, what about a slingshot? You
I
know,
think
could I banish the menace a bird out of the sky?
I think they're still legit.
I don't, because I always think this about the beach. When I go to the beach and there's those fucking seagulls,
Yeah.
I think there needs to be one day a year
Where they get X-Lax?
No, God, no. One day a year, that's like the purge on seagulls.
Yeah.
And you can't, like, no firearms, but you can go out there with, like, bats, nunchucks, boomerangs, like
paintball guns.
Paintball gun would be great. That'd be the extent to the guns. And then you should just be able to, like, at mass, just destroy seagulls for a day. One day. That's all it is.
Seagons.
Seagons.
Seagons Day.
That's Seagons Day, baby. Because then I just think it'll send the message. Because it's not even about culling the population. I think there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
But I think it's about sending the message to the other ones, like, hey, don't get too fucking comfortable. Because they walk, like, last time I was at the beach,
Yeah.
I literally, one person next to me fed the fucking seagulls. And I was like, you asshole. Because then all of a sudden,
Now
this
they're flocking.
nice little reading spot is like 400 seagulls.
Yep.
That's where I needed a boomerang, dude.
That would have been nice. They're quiet.
I need one of those. Was one of the shapes like a triangle?
Yeah, there
It
was
looked like
triangles. There was like a circular one with a bunch of wings. I mean,
dude, we got to go boomeranging next time I'm in town.
Maybe we can start a boomerang club.
I'm all about park activities. That's why, like, when I went to play frisbee golf the other day, I just had a random Thursday off in the middle of the week as an offset day at work because I work Saturday.
Not bad.
And every time I get those offset days, I just, like, go places where I know no one's going to be.
Yep.
And so, frisbee golf at the park at, like, 10 a.m. on a Thursday. Had the whole place to myself.
Sounds like kind of my dream.
Yeah, it was great. That would be that's where I'd be boomeranging it.
Now, you could have used these.
What was the other thing I was thinking of besides boomerangs?
Right,
kite. I would love to fly a kite again, too.
Oh, yeah, a kite would be fun.
So I haven't flown a kite and, like, oh my God.
This is not even like the example I saw, but like that one kind of blew my mind.
That one's awesome, dude.
Because it still comes back. And there was
that
one...
looks like a giant ninja star.
Right, like it might as well be. But there was one that was like almost straight. Oh yeah, like these are better. This one was crazy.
Whoa.
But I guess some of these like you can throw a certain way and they come back, and some you can kind of be lazy with it.
Wow, I didn't even know there were this many shapes.
Yeah,
Dude, that's insane. Yeah, because I saw in the video, every time he would try a different one, like some of them he would just hatchet toss it, other ones he would like, and then they would fly different too. Like some would do like the Top Thrill Dragster.
Yep.
Some would do like a way arc and come back.
Yep. Some could do like one loop and then a smaller loop and come back.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy.
But yeah, it blew my mind.
Damn, dude. We gotta go raying.
Send me some boomerangs.
Yeah.
Amazon. Let's see what they got.
Dude, no kidding.
All
Man,
right.
I was gonna buy dry erase markers for this desk on
Yeah.
Amazon. I might have to toss a boomerang in the old cart too.
I think you should.
Damn, sorry, you said all right. You were going to something?
Day to go boomeranging.
Dude.
Would you ever travel to India?
It's funny you say this because I literally had this thought like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Because there's been all those viral videos of like the food
How they cook?
people. Yeah.
Wait.
And I'm sure that is extreme examples, but I don't know. Just knowing that that's a thing,
Yeah.
that makes me very hesitant to want to go anywhere near
We've heard the term. I think it's Delhi belly.
Delhi
That's-
Belly.
'cause
No.
Delhi, India.
Oh, okay. Oh,
think I'm
yeah.
right.
That would fuck you up. You got to get your Delhi Belly.
Yeah, because you get diarrhea.
Goodness. Because that is funny. Like, all growing up, that was a joke. Like, oh, man, Indian food. Then you're going to shit after. I can think of so many, like, sitcom episodes where that was the premise.
Yeah.
And, like, there's like a Ben Stiller movie where he eats a bunch of Indian food
Then
on
he's
a date, and it's just shitting like crazy.
Yep.
So the first time I had Indian food, I was 100% expecting to just evacuate my bowels.
Yeah.
And
It
no,
didn't
it was fine.
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, I took some world class, like humanities or something at FSU. And my professor he loved India. He would travel there like every summer.
Mm.
He'd always show pictures of things, and I always wanted Indian food. So you got to go to this amazing place, Brickshaw Tacos.
Oh my god!
But it was
that
like-
place was awesome.
Basically like Indian, really Asian street food, but they made the best tacos ever.
So, is that where we went on your bachelor party?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the morning after, and I was very hungover.
Yep.
And man, those tacos were the greatest tacos of my life.
that's where that Peruvian verde sauce comes from. Because
Oh,
that's where I
yeah.
first had it. Which,
Yeah.
for anyone listening, that's basically jalapenos, cilantro,
fresh jalapenos.
limes. Yeah,
I'll say
fresh.
fresh.
Take the seeds out unless you want it hot.
Mhm.
Like
I
really
fucked
hot.
that up last time.
Yep. But yeah, cilantro, lime, garlic, and then some salt. Secret ingredient was Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, I would have never guessed Parmesan cheese in there.
But all that, man, it just makes
So
for
good.
such a good sauce. Good on
And I
egg,
used
fried rice.
I have one of those wind up Parmesan cheese graters
Yep.
that makes it real thin, or like a microplane would work.
Yeah.
Man, did that make such a difference? Because I tried it at first without it, and I was like, "What else was in Taylor's text?" I had to like search it.
Yeah.
Dude, that was it.
But such a simple sauce, but it's very green, very flavorful,
Yeah, the color of it alone just like makes everything look.
pretty.
Yeah, like you have some
Fancy.
crazy. That's I was just trying to find the picture of. Oh, you can't really see it on the camera, but
Oh yeah.
hold on, how do I focus this?
Put it.
I'm
put
like
it
a
closer.
vlogger. Focus. That was us the morning after at Rickshaw Tacos. You
Yeah.
really cannot see that. Oh, there you go. That kind of helps.
That place
But
did
man-
not survive the pandemic.
Whew. You can even see underneath my eyes. Nope, maybe you can't. I don't know. They're very dark. That was a night.
A lot of Rolling Rock.
Whew, yeah. We were drinking Rolling Rock, weren't we?
Yep.
Oh man.
We
And then
took
I wore that
bus.
onesie. Where did that onesie even come from?
Oh, the bathing suit. That was Kristen's Goodwill pile.
Oh, sorry, Kristen. I wore your onesie bathing suit.
It's all right.
Oh, it was a Goodwill pile. So sorry to whatever gal
You
got
know what I
that cute,
found?
slightly stretched out bathing suit.
Did I ever show you what I found in the Goodwill in Tallahassee?
No.
We're gonna come back to this because I want you to talk. I don't know. Let's see if I can find a picture because I might be able to show you.
Oh man.
Hey, what do you
found
think? about the-
Kristen? You found Kristen in a Goodwill.
I found. Okay, my photo app keeps crashing.
I got to get all the pictures off my phone, and I don't know. I guess the simplest way would be to just plug it into my computer and like put everything,
Delete.
and then I was just gonna delete the whole fucking photo album.
That's probably your best bet.
Because my cloud storage, like I just refuse to pay $10 a month for
Yeah.
cloud storage. mainly because that would just be another fucking $10 a month thing.
Yep.
And I've got so many things.
All these little things really add up.
It really does. The subscription model of we get so nickel and dimed, and then people are like, "Why don't you have a savings?" I'm like, because every month I'm like, "Oh right, HBO went up to $17,
Yeah.
and the app I pay rent to has a membership fee, and that's $15 a month." I tried to sign up for Crunch Fitness.
Yep.
Because they keep advertising, like, "Oh, it's $10 a month," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, that's easy."
That's how they get you.
No, it's $10 a month if you do a 12-month commitment.
Yep.
But to sign up, there's an $80 registration fee or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was a thing that was like, every month there's also a charge for like gym upkeep. And I'm like, I thought that was the $10 I was paying you.
Doesn't this come out of my membership?
Yeah, what the hell? So it ended up being like $120 if I wanted to sign up for it for the year or whatever. And then $10 a month after that, I think. I don't know. It was so confusing. And I was like, never mind, because then I probably still won't go. I'll just keep walking. And
now they get your money, and then they make it hard to cancel.
Always, yeah. Yeah, because I see the amount of people at work where I have to say, "Oh, you need help canceling your gym membership?" Yeah, that's fine. I'll put the stop payment on for you.
They
Always.
can dispute it.
Yeah. It sucks, though, because sometimes if it's like not a major gym and it doesn't pop up in our list, we have to just put like name of gym and then whatever the amount is.
Yeah.
But then the system always fucks up. And so it'll be like, Buff Time Fitness, this amount. But then you'll go to a restaurant that's like Buffalo Wild Wings and you spent that amount and it just blocks it.
B-dubs.
And all of a sudden it's like, oh, sorry, that, because it just triggered enough of, we think so.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's funny what all we spend money on.
Yeah. My downstairs neighbor, though, did move out recently.
Is that good?
And so it is. I mean, they're fine. They were nice seeming, I guess. They were only there for like 9 months.
Yep.
It was like a couple young people, but I've been using that to do jumping jacks like every night. So like, this is the one time that I can do jumping jacks in my apartment.
How many have you done tonight? I
did 40 while I was waiting on my spaghetti to boil. Because I made, I meant to send you a picture. I did like a chili 5-way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I really just negated the jumping jacks, but.
Did you see how many times it took them to make SpaghettiOs?
No.
I think it was like 17 or something.
Like the original SpaghettiO people?
Yeah, because like Spaghetti A didn't work.
God. That is such a you joke.
Spaghetti B.
Oh my God. That's such a dumb one. Usually that's what I do at work. I'm dad joke central.
Well, you can use this one.
All right, lay it on me.
That was it, SpaghettiO.
Oh, that was the one. Yeah, I'll definitely steal that one. Usually, I can't even remember off the top of my head now. I literally told one today that was about working out.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I had to do, though.
You ever do fasting?
I've heard of, like, intermittent fasting.
It's, like, the slowest fucking thing ever. Like,
really?
They call
like
it
to lose weight?
Well,
my God.
Well,
You got me again. I was like, that was so funny, because I thought you were moving on to the next topic, and I was like, well, yeah, because I do kind of fast. I don't eat at breakfast, and I eat lunch at like 3 o'clock.
I have done the intermittent fasting before.
Yeah?
What, like, you have your window that you eat. I think it's an 8-hour window.
Okay.
Like, you can adjust it. So, like, basically, you're skipping breakfast, and then you could do lunch, dinner, but then you got to be done eating by 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. and
Gotcha,
take
that makes
absolutely
sense.
nothing in. So,
oh, not even like liquids?
Yeah, no calories, but like water's fine, black coffee.
Okay.
Black
Water,
tea.
I fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess I kind of do that, because I don't eat until 3, and then I'm done with dinner by 7.
Yeah.
And then my big rule is just to not snack.
Yeah.
The weekends, I fuck it up bad. The weekends, I go nuts.
Yeah.
But during the week, I just, like, I usually brush my teeth right after dinner so that I don't snack.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, okay, well, like I brush my teeth. I don't want to have to do that again. I'm so lazy when it comes to brushing my teeth. I'm like a child still. I'm laying in bed. I'm like, oh, I got to get up and go brush my teeth.
I gotta finish that.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, I've been on a Cape Cod chip. Like our house has been on a Cape Cod chip.
Oh, those are so good. I saw at, I think Sam's, they had the mini bags.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God. I was so close to buying them.
They're good. They're crunchy.
So good. You notice though with kettle chips sometimes, at least this happens to me, if I like go too hard on the kettle chips, my jaw hurts so bad.
Yep.
It's like, man, I have been working.
It's a lot of work.
I'm like one of those little TikTok boys that trains their jaws.
Mooing.
I was looking up unique gum flavors on Amazon the other day.
Yeah.
Because I chew gum all day, every day. Like
Same.
I work, my whole job is like talking this close to people.
Yep.
And so I always have gum in. But I'm so tired of like just mint gum all the time.
Yep.
And so like, yeah, I would like rock a piece of mint gum to like freshen the breath. But just when I'm just sitting there chewing,
yep,
like typing up reports and shit.
That Hubba Bubba cotton candy flavor.
Oh God! Or I was thinking, remember the
Skittles?
No, was it Orbit? The orange flavor? Or no, Trident orange.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Yeah, it was kind of refreshing in a way.
Yeah. So I was looking up like, and then I went down the rabbit hole of Japanese bubble gums on Amazon.
Ooh.
Oh man, they had all kinds of flavors. They had one that was like key lime. Key lime bubble gum.
That sounds pretty good.
So good.
Do you remember?
Oh, go ahead.
Skittles
was it Stride gum? What was
Skittles.
It? Oh, Skittles gum.
It came in like a metal tin.
Yeah, that was fucking weird. Why did they do that?
Am I crossing over with Jones Candies?
Jones Candies, like Jones Soda.
Yeah, the fizzing ones.
Yeah, those were so good.
Those came in the metal tin.
Yeah.
But the Skittles came in like a little cardboard box that you could like pop open. And
I remember that now.
Not to sound gay, but it was always hard to not swallow.
Oh, always.
Like, it was so good, and then it was like Skittles, but it wasn't Skittles.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say about like being confused as to why they even made that, because Mentos gum did the same thing.
Yeah.
We're like, so we've had Mentos gum at the office before, and usually like I'll buy just packs and leave them like around the office for anyone. And we had Mentos gum once, and that's the same thing the whole time because it's the same first chew. I'm like, oh, I'm just swallowing this. It's just, it's just like not natural.
I don't think swallowing gum's that bad.
I've literally swallowed every piece of gum I've ever chewed. That is not an exaggeration. Like, I think I can't even think of a time that I have spit out gum. I always swallow it. Because I remember hearing about like birds choking on it. Oh, shut the fuck up. Like birds getting fucked up by it. And that like stopped me for a little bit. And now the main reason like I would never spit it out in a parking lot or something is because I hate seeing all those little black circles.
Yep. All over the road.
Yeah, I'm like, that just sucks.
You notice those.
Yeah, always. Yeah, because you're looking down. You see them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I swallow my gum like a man.
I spit like a bitch.
Really? What is it? Do you think it's going to like grow in your belly or something? Or you just...
I don't know. It's got to taste good if I want to swallow it.
Okay.
I don't know. I chew it till it's like out of flavor, till the battery dies in the gum.
Yeah, and then you swallow it.
Yeah. Or I spit it in my trash can.
Weird. I guess that's not weird. I think I'm the outlier that swallows all of his pieces of gum. Yeah, I'm really good at like taking pills too. That sounds like I'm a fucking pillhead.
Like your daddy. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, probably wearing the same shirt right now. No, but like Tylenol, I don't need water. Everyone's like, you just take them like that. I'm like, yeah, I just swallowed them. It's fine. I don't know what it is.
I'm not a good swallower. Like,
dude, I have a trick. I used to do this all the time as a kid. Hold on. I could swallow something and just hold it here.
Your uncle teach you this, or?
Oh. I can swallow it and just hold it in my throat. And then whenever like I want it back, and it's right back out. It's like, actually, that sounds grosser than I intended it to. Hold on, I'm going to grab a Lifesaver. You're sucking on a Lifesaver? Tell them about the joys of Lifesaver. Or start thinking of other gum brands. Remember Stride and 5 Gum?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was such a big deal.
Big Red was always a big hit with me. My dad always had that in his drawer. And Ben, you probably remember this. Sometimes we would get a birthday card with a stick of gum in it.
Oh my god.
You remember
I
that?
definitely remember this. Always. And the cards, like, it just smells like Big Red gum.
Yep.
Yeah, your dad was a Big Red chewer, which is gross. I hate Big Red.
Did they get rid of that? I remember Sam's always had it, but
No, it's still around. I saw it the other day. Because Frankie, another banker I work with, he chews Big Red, and it's disgusting.
well, you know what they say. If you don't chew Big Red,
Fuck you. Yeah, I remember like 5 and Stride were, at least when I was in middle school. I don't know if it was the same for your generation, but like every time they came out with a new pack, it was like, oh fuck, how'd you get that one? Especially like 5 Gum had the flat black packs,
yeah.
and then each one was like the 5 logo in a different color.
Mm-hmm. Like Drake's hairline.
Yeah,
It's 5 gum. All
5
right,
Gum.
show us your swallowing.
I had to get my episode 0 candy. I got a purple one off the rip too.
Huh. Yeah, that's
Is that how
was
that
my
goes?
first one.
Interesting. What was your second one?
Are all lifesavers? I don't know.
Because my second one was orange, and I feel like your second one was orange.
I think it was orange.
Interesting. Are they all the same?
Maybe. What end of the lifesaver did you start on?
Oh, I don't know. I just took out the whole thing. So I don't know.
Well, best sponsor so far.
This is, I'm going to choke and die trying to do this. Yeah. But this is a lifesaver. That's why they're invented.
What part of Tampa do you live in so I can call 911?
North Tampa, baby.
Right.
Okay. So I can just swallow it. And then, like, it's gone. But then if I want it back, there it is. I'm sure you heard that disgusting little noise. This is usually bigger than... I'm used to doing it with gum.
Yeah.
Gum? Gum. G-U-M. G-U-M.
You're not making cumble?
No. Not yet.
But
In school, they used to do, like, certain teachers really didn't want you chewing gum. And so
I hate
they
them.
would do, like, gum
Nuggets.
checks and be like, show me your mouth. And you'd be like, ah. And I was the king at being like, nothing. And then as soon as they walk in,
Unswallowed.
okay, I can't suck on that the whole time. It was very sweet.
All right, Ben. The next thing, I did this for a little bit. 2 days to be exact.
Okay.
The carnivore diet.
Oh, really? I've heard about this.
Have you seen this?
I've heard of a lot of people. Austin and I were talking about it not too long ago. Because I remember thinking, well, that sounds easy because a lot of times I do just eat meat for dinner.
Yeah, it's meat, sides. You don't have to worry about sides.
I like literally 40% of my meals, I just don't make sides. Probably, actually way more than that, like 80%.
I'm a big meat guy.
Oh, me too.
But earlier this year, for some reason, I don't know, it just sounded good. So
Just figured you're doing the carnivore diet.
I work from home, so I can make lunch if I want to.
That helps.
So I bought like a huge thing of hamburger meat from Sam's Club
Oh, nice.
and a bunch of eggs, and I was just making smash burgers all day, no cheese or anything, just straight meat, a little bit of
Just
salt.
straight patties.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I could fuck that up all day, every day.
Then I was like, oh, I'm bored, so I made a fucking fried egg, put that on top,
Oh,
and then I was just eating that. House smelled like shit because it was just all meat all day,
man, that sounds great, though.
and it was surprisingly pretty cheap because
Oh, for sure.
big thing of hamburger meat. Sorry, tap the mic, but big thing of hamburger meat isn't really all that expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else? Oh yeah, grass-fed butter, which Costco, if you go to Costco,
Oh, yeah.
they have butter that's pretty much as good as Kerrygold, but maybe cheaper.
Oh, interesting.
It's
Kerrygold
neat.
is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like the same, but it's New Zealand grass-fed butter,
Oh, interesting.
and it comes in the big cubes.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I buy one pack of that, then I'm good for about a year.
Yeah,
Usually.
freeze butter.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the carnivore diet, like it makes sense.
Yeah, because I've gone to like Sam's and bought the like cheapest cut of big like top round steak where it's just a big one, like not cut up at all.
Yep.
And people use it for like roast and shit.
Yeah.
But it's like steak or whatever.
Yeah, you can cheat it.
And I literally just cut that into like inch thick steaks, like tiny little steaks. And then I'll have like two steaks. I'll have literally 2 steaks a night for like 2 weeks, and it cost me $25.
Yeah, that's not bad for red meat.
And again, that's fine with me.
Now, I sent you photos of my poor man's prime rib. So that was the craziest thing I've cooked recently.
Oh, I remember that.
So I bought about 4.5 pounds of chuck roast, which is a pretty cheap cut of meat.
Mm-hmm.
That goes like $26 from Costco.
Yeah.
And the craziest part is you cook it for 24 hours in the sous vide at like 130 degrees.
Sous vide. You're on a different level, man.
So sous vide is basically vacuum sealed. Like you put your meat in the bag, vacuum seal it.
In like a condom.
Yeah, basically a really, really tight fitting condom, like magnums are for me. But and then to even top it off, you got to suck the air out of it.
Oh, of course.
And then you put that in the water bath, let that cook at 130 for 24 hours, chuck roast.
24-hour cook. That's insane.
I threw like salt, pepper, rosemary, some butter.
Oh.
And then brought that all out, and then I reverse seared it. So now that it was cooked,
nice.
Threw it on a hot pan, seared all the edges, seared the sides. And then apparently the cooking process being 24 hours long kind of changes like the texture. Like
I'm sure.
The structure of the meat.
It, like,
so now
breaks down the fibers and shit,
yeah,
right?
So now it's like more like a prime rib, but for cheap.
Oh.
It's a time commitment. And
yeah, but I mean, how worth it?
Seems crazy.
Also, I bet you get a sizable amount after.
I didn't even finish all of it. Like I was making prime rib sandwiches. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
What is it called? The dip.
Oh,
French
like an
dip?
au jus.
Yeah,
French dip with au jus.
But
yeah, that one you sent me looked insane.
It was awesome, and it was very red, very pink.
It's real sensitive right now.
It was very sensitive.
Yeah, I gotta try it. I mean, I don't have a sous vide, but
you can. Well, it's the Ninja Possible Cooker.
Ninja Possible Cooker. Okay.
You can borrow Chase and Kelsey's. They got one for Christmas.
That's true. Yeah, I'll like next time I'm spending the night there.
Yep.
As soon as I show up, I'll just toss it in.
But it's easy.
Damn, that sounds so good.
You also need
carnival diet. I do carnival. I just call it carnival diet.
That sounds awesome too.
Elephant ears and funnel cakes and cotton candy all
corn
day,
dogs.
every day.
I want to make a chili corn dog. But,
man.
But carnivore.
Yeah, that seems so doable.
Yeah,
because I literally last night my dinner was 2 pork chops.
Yeah,
like I just made one applewood like flavoring, and then the other one was just like salt and pepper.
High protein, low carb.
Oh, so good, and it's like filling as fuck.
Oh yeah, and it reheats.
Yeah, I am a sauce man, like a mofo though. I buy so many dipping sauces. Like
you tried the Yellowbird stuff?
Yeah, I like their habanero one.
Yeah, the Yellowbird sriracha. I think that's my favorite.
Oh, interesting.
But I think I bought the habanero, and that was pretty good too.
I have a sriracha that I can't even figure out where I got it. I don't know what brand this is. It might be like Target brand sriracha or something.
Yeah.
But it is so good. I'll have to send you a picture of the label.
I'll have to check that out.
It's so good. Carnival diet. Now I just want a corn dog.
Yeah.
I had the other day, I'm a big gas station trash food fan.
Yep.
I fucking love the roller grill at any gas station. I like those little tornadoes that they have that's like, steak and cheese little tornado. Yeah. Well, corn dogs will be on there every now and then. I'll fuck up a gas station hot dog. Because I'm Iron Tubby Benny. I'm Deli Belly Benny. But
pretty much.
I had the other day what was it? It was like a chili dog roller thing. So it was a wiener.
Yep.
With a
wiener,
like filling, like pretty much like a corn dog filling, but not as sweet as a corn dog.
Yep.
And then just stuffed with chili and cheese. And so it was all one thing. You hold it in like one hand and eat it.
That sounds pretty good.
It's so good.
Now, I know you remember this one. Probably one of the best gas station breakfasts I've had.
I already know where you're going.
Reverse.
Dude. This is the inside out biscuits and gravy?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know how they made that. That was like the early 2000s before we did anything cool.
Dude, that was so good.
But it was like a biscuit, but it was gravy on the inside.
Oh, with little sausages.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
my God.
It wasn't like runny,
No.
but it was like...
This thing was literally like a work of, like, physics. How
It
they
would
figured
make-
this out.
Guy Fieri have a wet dream on set.
Oh, my God. Because it was like at the gas station that was maybe a mile away from our high school.
Speedway.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you would stop in and it was like 2 for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And the little sausage they used was like, it was like the little sausage you would get in like, I don't know, a pizza. I remember Godfather Pizza, shout out another gas station place,
Yep.
had an inside out pizza
Yeah.
that was same concept, stuffed with pizza thing, but the whole thing was like dough on the outside.
Yep.
And man, it had those little sausages in there, little sausage balls.
Then I have bad news.
Uh-oh. What's the bad news?
In a good way. Tennessee Pride, that makes a really good little breakfast sausage sandwiches. They make a sausage gravy stuffed buttermilk biscuit.
What?
How many rooms are you giving that?
Oh my God, that's like sold at stores?
Yeah.
All right, I think I gotta go, dude. Walmart closes in like 30 minutes.
There's people doing food reviews on YouTube.
Oh my God. And I bet I would not be
Wow.
surprised if that was like the same thing.
Probably.
If they just had those and then heated them up. Because I buy these little mini tacos now because 7-Eleven sells the little mini tacos.
Yep.
And I found them at Sam's the other day. And I was like, oh, this is where they get these. So I just bought like a gigantic pack, and that's like my little 3 or 4 at a time
I think that sounds delicious.
in the little air fryer.
Our guilty pleasure is their cinnamon toast sticks from Sam's Club.
Oh, wait, do you get those at the food counter where you get like hot dogs and shit?
No, you get them frozen in the breakfast section.
Oh,
Cat.
Martha. Hi.
First guest. But
First guest.
But yeah, the French toast sticks are great because you microwave them. And they're like very cinnamony, very doughy.
Oh, yeah, when you said cinnamon toast sticks, at first my mind went to churros.
Yep.
I was like, oh, you're buying churros.
But no, these are way better.
Well, Sam's, and I'm sure Costco does too,
Mhm.
they sell in the frozen section their hot dogs now, which has been a game changer. Because I'm a wiener boy.
I like them thick.
Oh my God, they're so good. They got a nice snap to them.
Girth dogs.
You guys don't have a Portillo's in Gainesville, do you?
Nope.
No. You've had Portillo's though, right? The hot dog
Mhm.
joint? Cat
I had the
places.
one in Brandon.
Oh,
When
it's hard to find a good like Chicago dog.
Chicago Polly's in Tampa.
That place does
If he's
Chicago
ever
Polly's. If he's open, you can get Chicago Polly's from like 2 to 4 Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Every
3
other
to
month.
6 on Friday. Yeah.
If the moon's full,
Uh-huh.
and if his diabetes are just right.
Yeah, and it's in the parking lot of a gas station. So when you order, somehow it's a hot dog, but somehow it still takes them a bit to make it,
Yeah.
which always like makes me laugh because I'm thinking like it's built in this little shack. So I'm like, isn't this just like a hot dog cart? Can't you just like?
Yeah, you would think.
But no, then I'm sitting in a gas station on like east side, like near like Ybor,
Yep.
just chilling. I'm like, well, I don't know what else to do out here, but
I'm just waiting.
yeah. Yeah, that place is good. Another place, there's Mel's Hot Dogs in Tampa.
Haven't been there.
They have a giant wiener car outside. But that place has been around since like the 70s, and they have really good hot dogs.
One of my favorite fine dining establishments in Tampa closed in Hyde Park. Goody Goody.
Goody Goody Burger, I saw that.
They closed.
Yeah, they're moving though.
Are you sure? I
There's
know
there's still the one in the airport.
yeah, that one I guess they're leaving open, but the one in Hyde Park just closed. Like it's
Yeah, I think they're moving. They're not like they're still gonna be in Hyde Park once they renovate that whole area. I think they're
I
coming
hope
back.
so. I hope so because that place
Because it
They were
said
good.
they're doing like some multi-million-dollar like renovation
Yeah.
in that whole square to build it up and make it more of like a spot, which I kind of hate because I like how like small and intimate Hyde Park is.
Yeah.
And that Goody Goody Burger location was perfect. Little
was
outdoor
great.
seating, little slow driving road going next to it.
It almost feels like too cheap to be there because it was.
It's a
pretty fair
ritzy
price.
ass neighborhood.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
throwing a Steak and Shake in the middle of it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but Goody Goody Burger had its like charm though, so I feel like it gets a pass. You know,
I mean, it was an establishment. It's been there for how many, like 70 years?
I remember the first time I found that place was walking around at like probably 2 a.m.
Nice.
with my buddy Trey and Mike. They came to Tampa, and we always would park at the bank parking lot down there.
Yeah.
Because I used to work at that one, so we had
Yeah.
like free parking.
Nice.
And the guys knew, like the tow truck people, because it was owned by like a church, they knew my car. And to this day, I still park there. Like they still let me park there.
Nice.
And they would like never tell me or anything. And so we would park there and then scooter down to Ybor anytime we go out. And we would always get lost, even though it's the literally easiest scooter drive.
Yeah.
But usually, you know, we're parking lot pimps for a while before we go down to Ybor because we're not paying for like Ybor drinks.
Nah.
So then hopping on those scooters, we got so lost that we somehow ended up out front of Goody Goody Burger on the way back from Ybor.
Are they open?
No, it was like 2 a.m. But all the lights were on, and that was such a weird thing to stumble upon when you're not expecting it. Like, because when you're going through, it's like $1 million home after $1 million home.
Yep.
It is like right on the water. It's like
Pretty.
Bayshore right over there. And so, and we're like, man, looking at all these homes and everything. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, what is that? Like an old timey burger joint? Oh,
It's goody goody. It's delicious.
that's so good. Yeah, I have fucked that up
man.
at the Tampa airport quite a few times.
All right, so I'm gonna transition this.
Oh, I don't know what happened.
Oh, whoa.
You
Let's try it.
transitioned us? We're trans now? What happened? What is that? What's different?
Nothing.
Nice.
All right, Ben. Let's talk about nostalgia.
All right, let's throw it back.
So I'm thinking early days of
Mhm.
viral videos before viral videos were a thing.
Ooh, that's fun.
All right, so I'm curious. I know there's still a shit ton of viral videos on the daily,
Mm-hmm.
but do the youths of today have any viral videos like we had growing up? Now I'm thinking, and feel free to chime in on anything you think of.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Friday by Rebecca Black.
I had the whole
So-
conversation with my coworkers like a day ago about that.
So that was a big one. Somehow it had more dislikes on the YouTube video than it had views.
Then it had views. That was so weird.
Yeah, I'll never get that. And then one of my favorites, really the reaction videos of people watching this for the first time. 2 girls.
Oh my
One cup.
God. I
Um,
watched that video for the first time in probably a decade.
and it's still disgusting.
It is still just as bad, if not maybe even worse than I remembered it.
Yeah, it's awful.
I
But
will
the-
never forget the swirling of the fecal matter in the cup is what the point of that video is. If you've somehow not seen 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
And
Actually,
the
I
fact-
bet this whole next generation has no idea what that is.
Probably not.
The
Which is
TikTok generation?
Yeah.
That's a
which
shame.
like, we have our viral videos that were like
yeah.
the 1 or 2 a year big bangers,
Mm-hmm.
and
That is
you
true.
know,
It took over the culture when that would happen.
yeah, like that was a big one. Fred, I'm Fred or whatever.
Fred got like a movie out of that shit and everything.
Bo Burnham.
Bo Burnham was great,
Yep.
and his career like was good after that too. He made some good pivots there.
Yeah.
I
now-
remember the lightsaber, the fat dude with the lightsaber that
Yeah.
fell. That was a good one.
Maria. He.
Maria.
Yeah, that one.
Maria.
Yeah,
And like
exactly.
the videos would go like viral, and then like Lady Gaga would sample that for a song or something.
Yeah.
Because again, it was just in the culture at that point. Nowadays, if that happened, like Two Girls, One Cup, they would be like promoting OnlyFans right after or have like a podcast.
They would be rich from that.
Yeah, or like the Maya He guy. He'd be like, hey guys, welcome back to Maya He Mondays.
Yep.
Maya He. Maya He. Do you remember Charlie the Unicorn or whatever? Charlie, gotta go to Unicorn Mountain.
I remember that one. I remember Charlie Bit Me.
Charlie Bit Me was huge.
The Decades of Dance guy who...
That guy was awesome. I forgot about that guy.
The best dances of all time.
That was legendary. That was like a 9-minute video.
Yeah. And it was fantastic.
How you remember all that? It was so funny. And like the crowd reactions are great too.
Yep.
Because like you'll hit to one and it's just, oh, fuck.
You just never knew what was coming.
No. Yeah. Early YouTube was fun.
Yeah. I mean, it was, truly like it was new. It was awesome.
Yeah. It was because that's a weird thing trying to describe to people, like younger people, because I'll have like younger tellers that I work with.
Yep.
Who have just always had YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's like Google. Like we had Google.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, like I remember YouTube coming out in like 06 and being like, oh, okay. Because I remember there would be videos that would get linked to.
Yep.
And usually it's like, oh, I'm going to click on this one because it's E-Bombs World and I've been there before. You know, like it was weird seeing YouTube. Like, oh, I don't want to click on that. And then finally, like a year in, I was like, oh, okay, I'll open that on YouTube instead.
Yep. I guess
you used to get options. Yeah, you used to get like options of shit.
Yep. That was like pre-algorithm.
That's what I was just going to mention. Like it wasn't so hyper-focused. Because even my own YouTube, I wish that I could, like there's the trending tab or whatever.
Yep.
But I wish that like every now and then I'll have to go into incognito browsing so that it's not so clustered and recommended. But because I have YouTube Premium, I just never have ads anymore. So if I go into incognito mode though, it doesn't recognize that I'm a premium member, so then it makes me watch ads all the time. Which is such bullshit.
It's hard to go back to that one.
Oh, and usually, dude, and also, well, because there's also certain videos. Will say the last time I tried to watch something on an incognito mode was there was a porn star interview.
Okay.
And I was like, it was just one of those where like you never see them in the real world.
Yep.
And I like recognized on the thumbnail it was like podcast with X porn star, and I'm like, hey, I know that girl. And then I was like, oh, I can't click on this one because I don't know where this is logged in.
Right.
You know, like I might be logged in at the parents' YouTube or Kelsey and Chase's. I know I'm logged in because they use my premium YouTube.
Now they're going to know what you're watching.
So I incognito moded it, but then it was like, you must be 18 or older to watch this. Log in. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm not watching the Riley Reid interview.
Now, speaking of nostalgia, porn stars.
Yeah.
Alexis Texas.
Alexis Texas was a big one. And she was named that because her ass was the size of Texas, dude.
It was big. Now, to transition, I think this is just opportunity for a great ad if anyone's out there watching.
Of course.
Lexus Automobiles has a model that's the TX.
Wow.
And I just say, Kevin, Alexis Texas driving a Lexus TX.
That writes itself, dude.
That would just be amazing. And in Texas.
And the people that know who Alexis Texas is,
they want that luxury.
They're our age and above.
Yeah.
And that's who's probably buying a Lexus, let's be real. It's
at this point.
Like our age and above.
Lexus Texas.
That's great.
Lexus TX, just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, I was walking through like a parking lot. I love to look at cars and like just see what's there. And I saw a Lexus TX. First thing I thought of was like, oh my God.
Shot you back. Oh my God. Yeah, that was great. Dude, sorry I keep itching my nose. It's so itchy for some reason. I look like a cokehead over here.
It's Tampa.
That's Tampa.
Tampa.
It's been cold as fuck in Tampa.
Yeah. Now, it's been cold in Florida. We were supposed to get snow in Gainesville, but we never did.
I know the Panhandle got snow, which is nuts.
Yeah, a lot of my friends from FSU were posting. Like, they were sledding in like totes, like storage totes.
That's funny.
Kayaks. A lot of stand-up paddle boards and boogie boards were used as sleds.
Nice. I remember stealing a metal, not the tray. There was a tray that would go on the tray, like at MCL cafeteria type thing. And for some reason, at one school we were at, we had those big trays.
Yeah.
And so I put one of those in my backpack and sledded with it, and it worked quite well.
We used to take back when McDonald's. Does McDonald's still have trays? I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's a great question. No, I don't think they do.
All right, Google.
I think everything's in like a bag now. But also, I can't tell you the last time I ate inside of a McDonald's.
Right.
That shit's always to go.
Wait a minute. They
Damn
haven't
it.
announced a specific date on when they got rid of them, but they got rid of them.
I was just about to say, man, I'm about to go get me a McDonald's tray.
Is this the Mandela effect?
Because they were like that dark brown tray, right?
Yeah,
Well,
with the M from McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. And with that stupid paper sheet, which I guess is not stupid because it did keep those pretty clean. Like when you...
Yeah. I would dip my ketchup off of it.
Always, yeah. So yeah, I guess that's actually a genius move, whoever came up with the paper on the tray.
So, looks like that was right around COVID, so...
Of course, dude. COVID
Makes
ruined
sense.
everything. At the bank, we don't get suckers anymore because of COVID.
Bang.
They use that as their excuse to stop handing them out.
Cheap.
So
they went
dumb.
cheap.
I'm trying to think of other like old school viral videos. I remember there was that nunchuck ninja dude that tried to do the backflip and like failed.
Yeah.
That was a big one. There was Sneezing Panda.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big one.
There's the kid acting like he has a stick gun, and then he jumps and like hangs onto the branch and it breaks, and then he starts crying.
Yeah.
Um,
Just dumb stuff. And yeah, all like pre-algorithm. There's nothing, because movies are kind of this way too, now that everything's streaming and there's so much of everything.
Yep.
It's not like back in the day when Indiana Jones would come out and it was like, oh, that's what everyone, or even like when we were kids, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That would come out and that was like everyone from like us, Aunt Pam, like, I'm sure fucking Janice saw Pirates of the Caribbean.
This was also before people went political and like, oh wait, they're in that? Can't watch that.
I'm so sick of all that stuff, dude.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna watch it whatever I want.
Like everything. Oh, I think my sky is dying. Maybe? Or is it just on a different setting?
Is it a battery?
And then my moon went away. Well, it's plugged in.
Huh.
Interesting.
All right. So you keep talking about the bank.
About the bank?
I got a transition.
Oh, okay. I thought you said just start talking about the bank.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Oh, that's our transitions. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
here
so
we go.
confused earlier.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
what you said, your transition.
I'm gonna do it again. New one. So, Ben,
Uh-huh.
dream jobs.
Dream jobs. Okay.
Dream. Any dream jobs out there? Do you want me to go first? Do you want me to take the lead?
I would love to be like a writer if I had like one really successful book that I lived off of.
Yep.
And then the rest of the shit that I published, like I would still have like a solid fan base,
Nice. Yeah.
but I could just like come up with ideas and publish books. But I'm really making money off of like, you know,
That one.
my Shining or whatever.
Yep.
Whatever was my big hit.
So you want to write? You want to take it to Hollywood
Hollywood would be dope. Yeah.
or whatever
Couple-
we call it now?
Couple
Atlanta.
best picture screenplays. Yeah, it's still Hollywood. It'll always be
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Yeah, that would be dope.
And because
So-
I always thought like I would want like a cool cabin in the woods somewhere, and then I would
writing-
be a recluse. Yeah, I'd be like,
Yep.
have you heard from Ben? Like, no, he's working, and really, I'm just fucking around in a cabin most of the time.
Now, my celebrity crush, Sarah Underwood.
You
You
is
know
that
who
a
that
country
is?
singer?
No,
Oh,
it's a former playmate. But I know, trashy of me.
It is
She's-
so trashy. Hold on, I'm looking her up. No worries, keep talking.
But she on Instagram, I think married, I don't know, her boyfriend, who I would totally get along with. They build like these really cool little hobbit cabins, like in the woods in Oregon or
Oh
Washington.
wow, I see that here actually.
Yeah, and like,
Oh,
I don't
this
know.
is that girl. I've seen this girl.
yeah, just
Yeah, well, yeah, she's very cute. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen her like her little videos of like my husband built me this outdoor hut.
But, like, you should get his contact information when you become a writer,
Yeah.
because you could get him to build your cabin.
Oh, for sure.
But, anyways,
No, you know what I would want? I would want the hobbit hole that Frodo lived in.
yeah,
That's what I want. Like
That would
Bilbo
be cool.
Baggins' house.
yeah, that would be the
Call
place
me-
to live.
I'd be Benbow Baggins.
Ben Baggins.
Ben Baggins, yeah.
Ben.
Yeah,
But,
I think that would be a dream job.
Riding.
What about you? What would your dream job be?
So I have some categories here. So
Okay.
all right, yeah. So I forgot to mention this categories of dream jobs because there's like, this is like a realistic. I can get there.
Yeah.
This is like money doesn't matter, nothing matters,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and then this is like, yeah, why not? So think about that for a minute.
I was going to
But,
say,
like,
I have 2 more already. Go ahead.
Dream job. I don't know if it's a dream job. I think it is. Snowcat operator.
Like in Colorado?
Like grooming the mountains every morning.
Yeah, that's a good
Like,
one, dude.
Just something about it.
Sure, move on.
I know the internet loves groomers, so being a
Oh my
snowcat
God.
groomer,
That's a good one.
just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. You're you're not even up. You're like, the mountain closes and you go to work at like 8 p.m.
And how peaceful must that be?
Yeah, you're out there. You're just rocking. You got all these lights. You might see a
Yeah.
moose, a
You're
bear.
in like an indestructible. Sorry for the sudden light change, but my
Right.
clearly my light fucking died on me.
But yeah, the snowcat. Like it's just you.
Yeah.
You're out there. You might have
Oh,
some radios
God.
to talk to the other ski patrol people.
And you're in what I would assume is like a $300,000 machine.
So you remember that trip to Colorado?
Yeah, Valentine's Day one year.
Yeah, we went out there, and then this is like transitioning into the step family, right? So that was like our
Mhm.
first full year together.
Yeah.
But before that, my dad and I used to go out every year,
Mm-hmm.
and we did like a sleigh ride dinner. Do you remember this?
Yeah, we went up to that
So,
restaurant on top of the mountain. This is Steamboat
yeah,
Springs, I think.
Steamboat Springs. We went up to Ragnar's, and
Ragnar's.
took the sleigh, and that was pulled by a snowcat. And I've always been obsessed with like big vehicles.
That was so cool.
And we had the same driver every year. So we came back, and the driver's like, "Hey, when you're 15 or 16, let me know. I'll take you out." So I don't know if you remember this, but like I disappeared from dinner.
Oh.
It's really weird out of context.
No,
but-
I vaguely I do remember though.
So-
Like there was a time when it was like me, like Jim and the girls,
yeah,
really, pretty much.
but and like the driver came in, he's like, "Hey, you want to go drive?" And I was like, "What?"
Damn.
So I got to go drive this huge snowcat that can pull like the giant sled up the mountain with everybody.
Oh, that's
Hey.
so cool.
And he had the sled attached to it. So put me in the driver's seat, and you get in. There's an arm that comes down on your left side.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! This was 17 years ago. But
Wow. Really?
yeah, I was 15.
Whoa.
I'm old now, no. But anyways, like and we grew up driving tractors and shit.
Yeah.
So driving something else, not a big deal. But you put
Mhm.
this huge arm down next to you, and then I think it was with your left hand, if I remember correctly, or it might have been right. Sorry, I'm good at this, but I've always loved cats and this. But you
Uh-huh.
had these two knobs that you would like push forward because it's on a track, the
You
snowcat.
go with knobs.
Yeah, so forward, we're going forward.
You also have the craziest lights on that thing too, so you know exactly where you're going. I would imagine.
Yeah, and you can point it everywhere. But like, if you want to go left, you pull the left, or if you want to go right or reverse, and then
Oh, really?
You-
So
yeah, so it's just two
Interesting.
little fingers to drive this huge thing.
it's like 2 fingers driving a 0-degree turn mower, almost.
Okay, and it was your left hand. It just came back to me because your right hand was used to operate all the equipment, like the machinery, to groom,
Oh, okay.
like the blade, whatever they call it.
Cool.
And then you had your foot control, which was like your throttle,
Mm-hmm.
like the tractor had. You could rev up or down for speed.
Yeah.
And then
Dude,
there's air
that's
brake.
so cool.
But yeah, like that's probably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten to do. And
I
was
wonder if you
15.
could I bet you could reach out to one of those guys again and be like, "Yo, if we make a trip out there, could we just?" I would even be down. I don't even need to drive it. You could drive it.
Just
I just
ride.
want to ride in it.
Yeah.
I want to go out every morning with you, every night.
Yep.
Just
And since these machines are scaling mountains, like you have the big wraparound seats,
oh, dude.
and that
I bet
so,
the views too.
Yeah,
Because
360
I remember going up
views.
the mountain was
Yep.
incredible.
So that's probably like top dream job. Money doesn't matter. I have no idea what they
That's a
make, but
great
like
one. Yeah.
I don't know. I love getting up early. I love being up when the sun comes up.
Yeah. And what a good shift.
Yeah,
Like
and then it's
up
like
before anyone.
I just made this mountain perfect. Fuck, let me get my
Yeah.
skis. I'm off work now.
Oh, exactly. I don't have to be back on until the mountain closes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ski until noon.
And you
Grab-
get the first snow.
Yeah, and
Like,
you know all
'cause-
the trails.
Dude, I would be like, I would get done an hour before that place opened, and then just here I go.
Yep. And I remember, like, you might not remember this, but the gondola we took to the top to get on the sleigh ride. And I remember all the people that were working at the restaurant had their skis with them. Because after work, they would ski down the mountain at night.
Really? I didn't know that.
Like on a nice, like, full moon night, they would do it. Which seems sketchy, but fun.
That sounds like Nirvana, dude. That sounds like one of those experiences that you would just, when like you're doing something cool and as it's happening, you're like, wow, I'm really soaking this in because this is like, that would be one of those moments.
You ever been like overwhelmed, like excited or just like in a really good place and like you kind of black out a little bit?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was kind of thinking. You get that like airiness in your chest and it's like,
this is real.
Yeah.
So that's like,
that's a great one.
That's like top tier dream job. Mm-hmm. And then like another realistic dream job where nothing mattered. Yeah. Truck driving.
Truck driving would be a nice one. I always kind of am envious of truck drivers, even though I feel like it would be like, that's quite a haul, pun intended.
Or it's repetitive. I don't know. But like, you see the country.
You get to see the whole, and like you'd see it from a whole different angle,
Yeah. And I would set it up to keep a little motorcycle on the back. So like,
oh, nice.
Couple down days, you pop that shit out, you go explore.
You're around.
Probably see every 50, like all 48 lower states in a year.
Yeah. I miss riding bikes so bad.
Yep.
I think about it all the time. Like I've even considered doing a weekend at one of those. I always see the billboards for the like dirt bike rental places. And I would love that. Or they have like motorcycle rentals, but I don't know how that works if you don't have like a motorcycle license.
Probably have to get it.
I'm sure. But even so, we could get it. You and I know how to balance a bike, how to shift gears, use a clutch. Like, that's the part that people have to actually learn. And obviously the road rules, but.
Right. Yeah, I've definitely never taken a lap around town on a motorcycle.
Yeah, right? And that was always the most fun spots was on the pavement. Dirt bikes felt the best when you'd go through the neighborhood.
Yep.
Because it was like the only time where you're not.
Yeah, it was smooth.
Oh, so nice. And you could, like, that's where you would max out your bike. Like, how fast is this going? Flying.
And
I was always jealous of your dirt bike. You had a really nice bike.
It's a Honda F-150R, big tire in the front.
50R, baby. I had the CRF 150, I think.
Something like that.
CRF 1, maybe even.
Yep.
It was the CRF model, though, which was like, yours was more of like a motocross model. Mine was more of like a, I don't know, like cross-country model, you could say.
Or like a farm model, like a woodsy model.
Yeah, farm model is perfect way to put that, like going around the fields. Yeah. Because yours had the cool sound and like little exhaust and everything.
Yep, it was good.
Yeah.
I would definitely another dirt bike in the future.
Yeah, me too. If I had anywhere to ride it, if you ever get a place with land, I would definitely buy a bike and just leave it there. And be like, dude, anyone can ride that. I don't care. But when I come up.
Earwax compound.
Yeah, dude, when we have our own, when we buy the Brownsburg house.
That's my goal.
Yeah.
Buy that back.
That's so funny. Yeah, that's a good dream job too. Truck driver, because you would. And like people, they have some sick setups. Like.
Yeah.
With bed, like whole computer in there or whatever, TV, Netflix.
Whole like RV in the back.
Yeah. And as like, I'm quite the loner. That would be such a perfect job. Yeah.
And have you seen what they make?
They make good fucking money, dude. Yeah. Every time I'm like sitting in front of a truck driver at work, I'm like, fuck, that's your paycheck? Yeah. Shit, okay. And they're all excited, like, yeah, dude, I just got a contract to go to California and back.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
They're always going to be in demand.
Yeah.
And like, you could have a real shitty, cheap house, or if you got good parents, you could just keep all your shit there.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know? Like, I don't know.
Honestly, I wouldn't even have like an apartment or anything. I would just.
You might have to buy a parking spot somewhere if they're in the city.
Yeah.
But.
Dude, that would be a tight job. One of mine, if like the money didn't matter or anything.
Yep.
And if this was just an actual job anymore, which it's not because it's all machines now.
Yep.
Just like factory worker on like a conveyor line. I would just the type where it's like your job is to do this, like, and put it together and click it together. And
I think the window sticker guy would be the real job.
Window sticker guy.
Yeah, you're like the last step on the factory line. You put the window sticker on the car.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. See, like literally does something like that. I would
Yeah.
love just to chill there all day, and you just have a headphone in, click.
Keep your AirPods up.
Yeah, and I never run out of podcasts. I can listen to podcasts like 24/7.
Yeah.
Audiobooks, podcasts. There's so much to listen to.
Yeah,
That would be great.
Big fan.
Little like if nothing mattered. The park ranger thing would be cool. That's another one that I always think those guys.
So
You're just walking trails. Although one of the park rangers, this guy named Dave, he was in the hospital for like 2 months because he got hit by a fucking mountain biker.
yeah,
And it was a mountain bike hit and run. So they like
in Florida.
in Florida, yeah. They were flying down these trails. And he was walking and like, picking up trash and shit.
Yep.
And one of the bikes came around a corner and just dusted him.
Jesus.
And they got on their bikes and rode away. And he
You
was
just
out
left
there.
him?
Yeah, they left him. He was unconscious. He had like a punctured lung.
Holy.
His brain was bleeding. He had to go back
Dang.
in for like a couple weeks because his brain was bleeding. And they found them because they saw on the trail cams that they have. They have trail
So they
cams
got him.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So they got him. He like pressed charges and everything.
I mean,
But yeah,
rightfully
what a
so.
fucking who would have guessed a park ranger would get hit and ran by a mountain bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Jeez.
it was like 2 people too. It's like how fucked up is that?
So, we had the camper.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like park range jobs where you're like a campsite host.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you can take the camper and like stay in the campground for free. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's
like
awesome.
a nice area. And then
Mm-hmm.
you work for like 5 hours a day to clean the bathrooms, pick up stuff from the trail.
Yeah,
Then you're living pretty cheap and you still get paid.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
What's-
like one of those things where if you're really taking your time, you're doing a good job. And it's like, yeah, I'm really taking my time strolling this trail. And they're like, yeah, because
Yeah.
you're cleaning it up or whatever.
Counting manatees today, we're at 530.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, sign me up.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool one. I think, what was the other one I was just thinking of? Shoot.
Truckers.
Truckers would be cool. Oh,
Think.
so this one, we couldn't be afraid of heights, but the people that wash the windows on skyscrapers?
Oh yeah.
I always am like kind of jealous that they get to be up there, and because I have no fear of heights at all.
Yep. They're
Do you?
swinging. Not really.
No, like I could be anywhere. I could be climbing anywhere. I never have that like, oh boy, I'm gonna
Yeah.
like Austin, my buddy Austin, doesn't like the walkway at the parents' house.
That's how my friend John. That's how John is.
That yeah, he won't do it. It's like, dude, this is nothing.
Damn, you should have been up here when we rented the lift for the trees.
Oh my god,
Did I ever show you that?
no.
So here you go. This is totally not gonna work.
Oh my god,
That thing would go 73 feet up.
Phew, that's awesome though. I would love to
And-
go 73 feet up.
When you're up there, you're swaying like a mofo.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's rocking.
So, but yeah, I got tree quotes. The 2 trees I took down were gonna be like $7,000.
Wait, what?
Yeah, and I was like, I know somebody that rents a lift,
Yeah.
on the weekends when they're not using it at the job site. So I paid the dude $500,
Nice.
and then I found a chainsaw that some lady was selling because she was divorced. That was her husband's.
Nice.
She's like, oh, it's leaking oil. I don't want this. But if you know anything about chainsaws, they're self-lubricating.
Yeah. It's not
Not an
leaking
oil
oil.
leak. It's intentional. You got to empty it
Yeah.
when you're done. But so $40 later, I got a really nice chainsaw.
Damn.
And so all in, I was like, not that much, but yeah,
Wait, so
rented the
you cut
lift.
that tree down?
Yeah.
Damn. I remember seeing like that picture of Jim out there with the chainsaw,
Yep.
but I didn't
So-
know you guys cut that thing down. That's awesome.
We did some real fancy shit too. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys figured it out. You two both have the same. I talk about you about this all
Yep.
the time. Like at work, people are like, anytime someone says like building brain or whatever, like construction brain, figuring out like Legos, I can't do Legos at all. I bet you'd fucking destroy. I bet you're great at Legos.
Kristen's actually a big Lego fanatic.
Really? But
We much have a china cabinet of like Lego flowers.
really, that's awesome. Remember that cabinet set we built in my room?
Yep.
That one summer?
Yeah.
How the fuck you ever figured out like the measurements, the angles? My brain just does not work that way.
Hey, that's another dream job is general contracting.
Oh yeah.
Do
Just
that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we could do another big project.
What is this video?
So this was Chris and Kayla's.
Mm-hmm.
So they're around the corner. They had like a limb they wanted down, so took the lift over there. And I set up a zip line.
Oh, I remember seeing this. That worked so fucking well, dude.
So it was like over the house. I've never done
that
this
is
shit before.
so cool.
But we cut it, and then it just sailed. It was
Oh
so
my
smooth.
god, that must have been like anxiety ridden though.
I knew what I was doing. I
Yeah.
watched plenty of YouTube videos. That's another niche I've gone down, is just watching like loggers cut trees down, like actual loggers. But
mine has been the fishmongers. People who cut up fish.
yeah,
Did
that's
that for
a
like
skill.
2 hours yesterday.
Yep. Oh. But yeah, the neighbors at Chris and Kayla, they were like, "Hey, can we get your number? You
Wow.
look like you're doing good at work."
You got yourself a tree business there.
Pretty much.
That's so funny. Dude, you're tailored business, man.
I love it.
Ever since, because you said general contracting, what was that? I can still see the logo. It was,
Sawdust Brothers.
Yeah, Sawdust Brothers.
Yep.
And then
Is that the
Tailor
one?
Made and
Tailored video.
Tailored Video. That's what it was.
Yep.
Tailor Made. That's a golf brand. That'd be
Yeah.
a good like cabinet company for you. These are Tailor Made.
Okay, so I grabbed a new Instagram handle.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm gonna post some adventures.
Mm.
And God damn it, Taylor the creator.
Oh, that's a great
Like
one.
I was like, I've never thought of that.
That's such a good one. Taylor
That's
the
a-
creator.
Just yeah. So,
That's great.
but
That's so funny. You gotta like make your logo one of his albums with your face on it.
yeah, well,
It's
like
like
our
you,
Stepbrothers.
the Igor album, but your face is just right there.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's
I
not
was
a bad
actually looking
idea.
at your YouTube channel the other day.
Yep, some old
And I've-
stuff on there.
There is some old stuff on there, but I filtered by like popular.
Yeah.
You have
Okay.
the bounce house video, instructional,
And
almost 1 million views. It's so close to 1 million views.
that was a project at college.
I thought that was a project because the
Yeah.
way it was like laid out, I was like, I bet that was a how-to project.
So a little backstory: in college, I used to deliver bounce houses.
Another
Best job I've
business,
ever had. Yeah,
another Taylor business.
and it was great. It was all cash,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, making that kind of money in college was pretty good. But
Yeah.
anyways, I had access to bounce houses, so
Mhm.
every time we showed up to a party, brought a bounce house.
Yeah.
If I had a school project, I got a bounce house. So we had
Bounce house.
came to the point in the semester where we had to film the how-to video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do how to set up a bounce house.
Fucking bounce house. I do this in my sleep.
Yeah, I didn't have any actual proper training or any solution, but I kind of figured it out.
Mhm.
And there's still people that comment on there and they're like, "You're doing this wrong, or you should consider this."
I was just gonna bring up that like the first comment I saw was some dickwad going, the spikes should always go in before you inflate the bounce houses, and they should be at a 45-degree angle per every bounce house's instructions.
Also, what's a 10-inch spike gonna actually do in the soft ground of Florida? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing, not a damn
Zero.
thing. We're putting this shit in sand.
Yeah, it's gonna tear up.
Yeah, it was so funny. Like that was the first comment, and then I was reading through the other comments on that video because they're just so random. Like I don't even know. I love those kind of comments of just
Someone's like,
Austin and I will screenshot just threads all the time of
"Yeah,
like, hey, what song is this? And then the next comment is like, I do not know. Did you happen to go to North Berry High School? You look like Janine. And then like another comment under that is like, fuck you talking about, old man? That's not Janine. Like just a whole thread of shit.
that's Jerry."
And the amount of just like internet illiterate people.
Oh yeah,
That's another thing I've stumbled upon. I'll send you this video. It is a lady reviewing beer can chicken.
yeah,
And I don't know how I got
Delicious.
onto this,
yep.
but she films it in like her trailer and the backyard of her trailer.
Oh, incredible.
And it is just like, I've watched it like 3 different times just because I keep noticing shit in the background where I'm like, the fuck is that back there?
It's like an I Spy in the trailer park.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, why does she have like a full mannequin over there? What is that?
That's awesome.
It's so
Yeah.
funny.
Speaking of internet illiterate, so the camper rental business is on Google.
Mm.
And I had somebody calling and asking, like, "Hey, can I rent this?" And then he's like, "Oh, well, it says you're located in Fort Lauderdale," which I was like, "What the hell? No, it doesn't."
Yeah. What?
Some other old lady left me a review saying this Fort Lauderdale RV rentals is fantastic.
Oh, that's funny.
So he read the review and then just thought Fort Lauderdale, but it was two idiots.
Yeah, of course. Also, and I don't know if this is everyone, but I see it a lot from old people, like at the bank.
Yep.
Constantly, hey, my app's not working. It's not letting me log in. Da 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 da. And I'm like, oh, what's it saying? They're like, I don't know. It just says I can't log in. Scratching my chair. And then I'll go, okay, try to log in. Let me see what it says. And they'll log in, and it'll pop up something in red. And then they'll just point the phone, and I'm like, okay, what does it say? And they go, I don't know. And I'm like, read it. What is the message? And then they'll click, and it's like, we need to send you a one-time passcode or whatever. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, so have them send that to you. And then they do it, and they're like, oh, that was it? I'm like, you came all the way here? Like, you set a fucking 9 a.m. appointment to ask me how to send a one-time passcode? And not even, like, the older ones, I get it. They're like, what? I have to... And it drives me nuts because they always exit the app. It's like, no, just stay in the app. It'll say from messages. You just click that button.
It'll populate in there.
Yeah. And at the bank, again, almost said it. I think I actually probably have let it slip a couple times. But
I can Google it.
At the bank, they don't let us touch the customer's device.
Oh, no.
Which is maddening, dude. I've gotten in trouble on like 3 separate occasions. And also, every old person just goes, here, you do it. And I could do it in all of 20 seconds. I could set you up with online banking.
They trust you.
Yeah, but no, they were not allowed to touch customer devices because some dumbass got sued for doing something on there.
They transferred money to themselves.
I'm sure.
Now, I'm sure these people coming in probably have like $1 million in the bank and they can't figure out what the fuck they're doing.
Always. Yeah, always. Yeah. And because bankers have such a bad rap that they'll have $1 million. And then when you say, like, you know, it's as simple as like, it's in a checking account and we have a savings account for you that could earn 4% on that.
Yeah.
What's the catch? It's like, there is no catch.
But how are you getting money?
How much are you making? And I'm like, I'm not, oh, there's my light randomly.
Your light's back.
The fuck? What the fuck? And they're like, well, how much are you making off of this? So I'm like, I don't make anything off of this. This is all your money.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that's okay. I'll leave it where it is. My God. And those are also the same people that bitch about like a $10 cashier's check fee or like an overdraft fee on another account.
Can you take tips?
No. God. That's the other thing with this whole tip revolution. You know, with, okay, and I'm going to put this way and tip whatever. No, we can't take tips.
Order, I don't tip.
Not only could we not take tips, if we get a gift that's over $25, we have to tell the company about it, or else it's like a fireable offense. Like you literally have to report it, which of course no one does.
No.
Like we had one customer that came in and gave everyone like $50 gift cards, like Visa prepaid cards and shit.
Nice.
And like, yeah, cool, dude. There was also, there used to be this guy that was definitely laundering money, but he used to come in all the time with like, I can make this reference to you, a mom's carload worth of Sam's Club snacks. Yeah. Because our mom buys for an army.
Like if we were the Duggars, we'd be set.
Exactly. She buys as if we each have 4 kids of our own. But this guy would bring in that amount and pull up to the handicap spot, back in, and then pop the trunk and be like, hey, can someone help me carry this to your guys' break room? And he would literally just like fucking dolly in like a month's worth of snacks.
That's awesome.
It was hilarious.
Hope they don't suck.
No, they were just like normal shit, Sam's Club snacks.
I would
There's also a lady that has a vending machine company. She's always bringing me shit.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, you just said a vending machine?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I've thought about this so many times.
Thanks, Uncle Steve.
Dude, honestly, I would go in with vending machines with you.
Yeah.
If you found a vending machine, because it's all about like finding it and then figuring out like, I guess you have to talk to like a business to put it out there or something and cut them in.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that would allow it because it keeps their customers happy.
Yeah.
They want to split, you can figure out, work that out.
Mm-hmm.
And, if people are thirsty,
that's true. You could literally like rent out the space. Like, hey, man, I'll give you fucking $25 a month to pop a Coke machine in that corner.
Yep.
And then
I thought about putting like a gumball machine with like random shit in it on the trail because right next to our house is the trail.
That would be funny.
And just for fun, like there's the free little libraries.
Yeah.
Why not have the random little like candy machine or like,
So
I don't know.
true. And it's one of those where like everyone that would walk by it, the first time I go, oh shit, there's
Yeah.
like a quarter machine. And then the next time, they would be thinking, oh, I'm going to save this for my next walk.
Yeah.
Because I want to fucking see what's in one of those mystery balls or whatever.
Yeah, I could make the whole thing like black so you can see in there.
Yeah,
You really have no idea. And like it just spits out duck food because there's a pond right by us.
that's a good one. Knowing your neighborhood, though, I don't want to say the name, but knowing your neighborhood,
Yep.
those motherfuckers would complain within fucking 20 minutes of that thing being up. Some old lady in that neighborhood would go to
I'm
their
in the
HOA.
poverty section
That's true.
of where we live, and there's a lot of shit that like they just let go. They
Yeah,
don't
you
even
guys are in the
try.
trick-or-treater section, too.
Yep.
You guys have hella trick-or-treaters on your side.
And we get quite a few. That's what happens when you're right by the trail.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Get this
Um,
gumball machine going. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it would just be fun, like the most random shit.
Yeah. Well, speaking of duck food, a lady in our complex
Yep.
has made such a big stink about people feeding the ducks.
Yeah.
Because she's like, their bellies swell up and they die. It's like, it's a fucking duck, dude. They live for like
Yeah.
2 years anyway.
They're gonna
Actually, I have
shit
no
it
idea.
out.
What's the lifespan of a duck?
7.
Is it?
I don't know.
I think it's short as fuck. I think it's like 2 or 3 years.
How
Because
old
I see
can-
these baby ducklings and they're full grown ducks within like 3 months.
I don't like the way Google said this, but Canada goose. Canada goose. All right. So mallards are 5 to 10 years.
Oh wow.
Chickens, 5 to 10 years, but not around here, partner. Hey, a goose? No fucking way. Canada goose, proper name, Canadian, 10 to 24 years.
24 years a goose can live?
And a swan goose, 20 years or more.
Oh my god. Dude, you have a quarter of a century goose. I bet
That's
it tastes
insane.
bad too. This is a goose. Oh, this is a 25-year goose.
That's what all goosey
That's
sounds
what we're
like.
having for dinner. My buddy Tony, his mom's got tortoises. That was a lot of tease. So Tony's mom's got tortoises, and those things live to be like 100.
150.
Like they literally talk about like it's gonna outlive them.
That's incredible.
Because I remember going over there one day, we were chilling in his backyard, and he just looked at me and was like, "Yo, you want to go water the tortoises?" And I was like, "Is that like a euphemism, dude? Are you coming on to me?" And he was like, "No, like the tortoises need watering." And sure enough, we went over there, and to water a tortoise, you just spray water on their shells, and they love it
That's interesting.
because it's like hot as fuck, and they're hot, and it cools them down, and they stretch their necks out, and you give them lettuce. Dude, it's awesome. I also may have been
Tortoises.
under the influence when I was doing this, so I was like, what? Look at their shells.
We have
But
torties.
man, and they had their shells were like little pyramids. It was crazy.
Huh.
They're so cool.
We have gopher tortoises on the trail.
Oh,
Which
really?
are cool, yeah.
That's cool.
Which we'll see randomly.
That's Chase's favorite animal, which
The gopher.
tortoises, not the gopher, or the gopher tortoise, just turtles in general. He loves turtles. And I
Yeah.
always just think, like, how did you come to turtles as your favorite animal, though?
Yeah.
I don't even know. What's your favorite animal?
Oh, man, I love bears. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Have you ever seen a shaved bear?
All bears? I don't think so. All bears? Or black bear, grizzly, polar,
I'm down. I think a black bear.
black bear?
Yeah, I'm not like scary, but like kind of cute.
I was going to
Like-
say black bear is probably the cutest. That's like what like a teddy bear is based off of.
Yeah.
Were teddy bears named after Teddy Roosevelt, or is that a myth?
No,
I
it's
feel
real.
like I heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But before we get there, I gotta share my screen because this will change how you see bears. All
You want to
right.
know my favorite animal?
Yeah. What's your favorite?
Cuttlefish.
They're pretty creepy.
The cuttlefish is so cool. Oh,
That's a shaved bear.
ew. What the hell? That is nightmare fuel, dude. Oh my God.
Look at the claws.
That's so much more terrifying than seeing a haired bear.
Yeah. A bear with no hair.
Jesus, dude. I bet, like, you know how there's, like, the chupacabra and shit like that? All these, like, cryptids? I bet
Yep.
that is like fucking 40% of all cryptids
Right there.
sightings. Was just they saw it, especially if it's like standing like that one in the middle,
Yep.
but hairless as fuck. Ugh,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine, dude. Yeah, I like the cuttlefish because they do those like the light up lights and stuff. You know, like at the bottom of the sea, it literally looks like a spaceship or something. It's so cool.
They're
And they can like blend in perfectly and like shift their colors.
Yep.
So cuttlefish, underrated animal.
CUTT. Is that your spirit animal? Cuttlefish?
I think
you
so.
can blend in, you can disappear.
Yeah. You've seen me at literally any social gathering that we've ever had as a family.
Light up, but you don't light up a room.
No, yeah. That's my motto. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I am the king of Taylor knows this. If there's like a big party going on, good chance I'll just go missing for a good like 30 minutes.
Taking a
And
nap.
you'll find me just in a whole different room. And they're like, "What are you doing in here?" And I'm like, "Just by myself, chilling."
Out.
Yeah, sometimes like if I'm around too many people for too long,
Yeah.
I get a little like overwhelmed, and I'm like, I gotta just go. Especially, I do wonder because I've lived by myself now
Yeah.
for
5 years.
5 years. Yeah, and then even before that, like California law schools by myself.
Yep.
Like at the parents' house, I was in my own little apartment when I
Yep.
came back from law school. So I do wonder if like that's gonna have like a long-term effect when I'm an old man and like, why is Ben like that? It's like, well, he was by himself for most of his early life.
I think it'll be long term, but like in a spiritual way where like you can look back and appreciate those really nice, quiet times
For sure.
when you crank your hog on your bar stool.
When he texted me, let me crank my hog. I've heard hog and I've heard cranking it, but I've never heard those two things together. Like, yeah, man, I'm just cranking my hog over here.
Instead of crank anchors, we're the hog cranker. I don't even know what
Yeah,
I'm
the
saying.
hog crankers. That's so funny. Yeah, no,
But-
I do. I definitely enjoy. Like another thing that's so underrated is just like I walk around with my iPad with shit playing all the time,
Yep.
just blasting my own audio, and I always think like, because when I do date a chick, it's always, oh shit, I gotta like turn this down, or this is gonna annoy her while she's watching something. I gotta throw a
Yeah.
headphone in or something.
Yep. We have JBL speakers,
Mm-hmm.
and you can link one up to your iPad or iPhone,
Yeah.
and then you can link the others to that, so they're playing the same audio. So essentially,
I
like
see.
surround sound, yeah. So it like shares.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we do that like in our house, and if
Yeah.
I'm home alone, I'm definitely playing random shit.
Yeah, always. And it's nice
But-
to just be able to have it loud enough where like I go into a different room,
Yep.
still hear it. I
But-
also like worry that like people think, because I remember my ex used to always be like, "Will you pick something to watch?" Because I will just on YouTube like this one, boy,
Yep.
this one,
Yep.
this one, scrub, this one, scrub through.
See if it's worth it.
And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, and a lot of it, it's like I'll click on a video because I just want to see this one part.
Yep.
I was watching one. That's a rabbit hole I go down all the time. Is like big industrial tractors.
Oh yeah.
Like specifically the agricultural ones and
Yep.
how they work. Because I saw one the other day. It was the dig up potato one, and it goes through. It digs up the potato.
Hey.
Some farmer is screaming at his screen right now, like,
Yeah.
"God damn it, that's a John Deere." Da 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 da. But
That's
the
a
dig up
432.
potato one, this one I saw digs it up,
Yep.
washes them, and then bags them all on the same fucking potato tractor.
And that's how you get your russets.
It's insane.
Dude, I
So
had two
that
baked
kind of shit
potatoes for lunch.
fascinates me. There's another one that was dude, you get so sick of potatoes being a potato farmer.
Yeah.
There was another one that picks tomatoes and it scans the colors by ripeness, like as it's falling through this machine, and then separates them between like too ripe, just right, early, wild.
That's insane.
That kind of shit fascinates me. That's another rabbit hole I go down.
Well, we need to do a farm tour.
Yeah, no kidding. Like
Which-
the snowcat driving, I want to drive one of those things.
Yep. Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube of what was old timey like the first cars, like not even the Ford Model A's, but like this ran on whatever the fuck.
The first car was battery powered.
Yeah, it's just people trying to get those working and driving. That's fascinating.
But no, actually, one of the first cars was battery powered.
Really?
Yeah, like early on.
It's crazy. I would not be surprised if shit came out in like 50 years that was like, yeah, during this time, like the time we're living in now, they really shot down a lot of like clean energy, free energy more than anything. Like
Because
I'm sure
the
there's
oil
shit
companies
that's
were gonna lose out on money.
yeah, it's like, wait, why can't, if we had nuclear power and we could just, no one has to pay an electric bill anymore or whatever, like,
Yep.
just crazy. And then someone probably vetoed that, like, no, because, you know, my great-grandkids need mansions too.
Yeah. We need
That's
all the
wild.
money. Well, it's been about 2 hours,
Oh, shit, you're right, yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
which has flown by pretty quickly. I
That has flown by. That was a good one.
think we covered a lot.
I think so too, yeah, solid.
Stay tuned for the next episode where Ben goes on the hunt to find his old foreskin.
That's right. Still looking for it. I got an app set up. It'll be beeping the closer I get.
Called Foreskins for Ben. So,
No, dude, that's on episode 4.
yeah,
Episode 4 will definitely be, we will do some foreskin research on that Wikipedia page you sent me.
Which
And
sounds,
we will, each transition will be a transition to a new foreskin topic.
so you're doing episode Foreskins?
Episode foreskins, yeah. Well, hell yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this podcast gets stuck in your ear.
This was
This-
episode 0, so
Episode 0
Yeah.
of the Earwax podcast, and a historic one.
historic. Yep.
That's right. All right. Well, on that note,
We'll catch you.
we will see you on the next one.
We're just gonna catch you.
We'll catch you. Hit that little,
I guess if you liked it, you could subscribe. I don't know.
yeah, subscribe, like.
You know what to do.
You can comment like that person did and tell us all the inaccuracies of how to set up a bounce house.
Please correct us
Yeah. Definitely send in corrections.
and let us know how we're a piece of crap.
Perfect.
And we're real stepbrothers, not biological. So,
That's true.
all right, babe. Let's end it.
Babe. Hell yeah. See you on episode 1.